Hi. Forgot that we're live. Hello. How are you? I like your hair. Very nice. True. True. I like. Very nice. Can't maybe? Can't hear you? I can't tell you because I can already hear you from, you know. Are you using the same mic for both? Does it work like that? Because when I try it doesn't work for me. I have to use this mic for Discord and that mic for streaming.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Is it okay now?
I don't know.
Now, yes. Okay.
Yay!
I fixed it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay.
Always that little bit of fear. Millie.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so delayed, man, on your stream. The delay is real.
Yes.
Very real.
But I see you good. You're not delayed with me.
Okay.
I'm also delayed in the stream. Am I delayed in the stream?
No.
What do you mean?
What?
Your voice matches your mouth.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing. Now, but you can only look at the stream. I don't blame you for looking at the stream.
I have to look at the person I'm talking to, otherwise it's weird.
I understand. I'm here. Okay. Here we go. Of the questions I wrote.
Yes.
Me.
Impress me.
Oh. Today it's being very weird.
Why?
Is it sticking? Alright, it's sticking if I put it there. But then, okay, now it's not sticking. Alright, so tell us about moving away from Malta.
It was actually not that big of a deal.
What happened? Why did you just like... How old were you?
I was 21. I had to think about it. But it was not very difficult, actually, no. It was more like, why not?
Did you know your husband before or after you moved?
I knew him for a total of 3 months, funnily enough.
Okay. Tell us about your family.
My family, you mean my family in Malta?
Yes. Do you have more than one family?
No, I mean, I currently have a family here.
Exactly.
So oh, I'm getting an ad, that sucks. How do I explain them? They are a special bunch of people, aren't they? They were very reluctant to have me leave, of course, as one does when their family is trying to run away.
And you're Maltese and everyone is not used to people leaving?
Exactly, you know, and sort of like, what if he's a human trafficker and he steals you away and then we never see you again? I was like, I'll take that chance. I'm so done with Malta. I was just like, what could happen?
She was just like, I'm going on an adventure.
Yes. Why not?
Okay. Who are some of the people you miss the most?
That's a tough question because I don't like people, do I? I don't like people.
So you don't miss
Actually,
anyone?
I mean, I miss my family, but that's kind of a given, isn't it? It's like, the people who raised you. You miss those. You miss being with them, and then you realize how annoying they are, and then you're glad you get to leave at the end of the week. If they found out what I'm saying.
No,
They
it's
wouldn't be
okay.
very
I think I
happy.
feel the same about my family, you know?
But
Like,
it's
you go on.
it's the same for everyone, I think, because once you have your own place, right, and you've separated from the people that you used to being with constantly, in this case your family, and then you get to breathe that fresh air away from them, and then you kind of figure out how much time is too much time with them, you know what I mean?
Yes. It's like, familiar toxicity.
It's like, oh, I remember why I left. Oh.
Like, I'm trying to train myself that when I think of my mother, I say, God bless her. So, God bless her. But I can only take my mother in small doses. There's like a limit that we can spend with each other, and after that, it's like, look what time it is. Bye, Mom.
Time for you to leave. Bye. I get that.
Train myself. God
My
bless her.
mother is just as stubborn as I am, unfortunately. So I have to tell her when she needs to go to the doctor, and I'm all the way over here.
I see.
You know, it's like I understand why being away from you is so nice.
I get that. Okay, so tell us about being friends with Captain Gecko.
Well,
The whole story.
the whole story.
I think, I mean, knowing Captain Gecko, I'm sure you've seen many blunders.
I've seen a couple.
Oh my god. Tell me. No, why are you sticking? Don't stick.
But I think... Don't stick now!
Okay. You're unstuck.
It's kind of it's like sticking and then going like really fast.
Yes.
So
You're back.
I think you know this story already about the barbecue.
No, I don't.
You don't
I just
know
that he was organizing a barbecue, and I was hearing about like people talking about it, but
No, this was the first time we met in person. So back in like 2017,
Whoa.
we had already been, it's a while ago. We had already been speaking a little bit, but it was only like Discord and on stream, stuff like that. So he was like, you know what, I'm gonna, like, if you come over, I will host like a barbecue, so like everyone will be there and we can all talk and eat and whatever, So everything was going smoothly up until he was like, you know what, I'll get all the food, like, don't worry about anything. And I was like, are you sure? Because it's a lot, He was like, yeah, I have like a fuck ton of woody sausages, and I'm just gonna grill them basically on the barbecue. I was like, okay. I was like, do you need some help, on the day? He's like, no, leave it to me. Like, just go, have fun, drink, be merry. And so it's around time to eat, and he brings this plate of what looked like black, like...
Millie, black what? Millie Black what? Our internet is not happy today. No, wait. What's happening? I'm gonna close all the extra stuff. Our internet is
I can't
okay.
hear it. Yes,
Hello?
is the internet? Because like I stopped hearing you. Look at, why am I so sticky? Stop.
You're back now.
All right. So what part did you like hear
He
last?
came with a
Because
plate of ...
charcoal. It was
Charcoal.
I thought
Crimson
it
was
was
right.
charcoal.
Burnt
And
sausages.
he put it on the plate. He put the plate on the table in the middle. Everyone's like, oh, you know, waiting, almost impatiently for food. Everybody's starving, and everyone's like, "What's that?" He's like, "Yeah, Woody. You know, Woody sausage." It's like, is that Woody? It was black, and to this day, he insists it was charred. But there's a picture, I think, on his Facebook page or something, and it was black. I'm not kidding. I wish I could find it.
So you actually became friends with Captain Echo when you were already living in Belgium?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were friends before that.
No idea. No, most of the people I talk to now are people who I made friends with after I came to Belgium. Like I cut all ties with my previous friends, if you will.
Understood. Okay.
Yes.
So tell us about building a life abroad.
It sucks. You have to start from scratch. And to be honest, none of the, you know, normally, like, let's say you have to get a new ID card, you go to the Identity Malta department, right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
I thought you cut off again. I was like,
is she sticking? Oh no, she's not
am I
sick.
sticking? No.
Not yet.
So Identity Malta wasn't very helpful. And then you go to the other sectors where it's for Maltese people who want to relocate to a different country in the European Union, and they're also not helpful. So basically what they tell you is, oh, you go to the country that you would like to stay in. You stay there for a little bit, and then you start the registration process in that country. Which doesn't make any sense, because you're pretty fucking blindsided when you get there, you know?
Was it easy to get a job, and apart from the bureaucracies, like how did you do with the language?
Let me tell you. So thankfully there are programs for people here who want to learn the language, and you kind of have to if you want to be a Belgian citizen, you want to get your Belgian ID card and stuff like that. You have to learn the language. It doesn't have to be ridiculously formal education or anything. So they have a course that you have to take, and it starts from the a really low level, which was really difficult in the beginning, and then of course you advance step by step, and it's
Immigrants 101.
Yes, it's like Belgium 101. We don't like we don't like, you know, fresh
Long
ravioli for some reason.
Fuck, that's weird. Everyone likes fresh ravioli.
No, not here. They like canned ravioli. Can you believe it? Not even frozen, man. Like,
you're joking.
Canned. I'm not fucking joking. I'm not joking.
Okay, so I have eaten canned ravioli because I was obsessed with canned food. It was a phase, okay? But They do not compare to fresh ravioli at all.
I know.
Why would
I've had
anyone prefer canned ravioli?
I don't know. It's beyond me.
What the fuck
honestly.
moment number one? Okay.
The thing is, they're stuffed with ricotta cheese, right? And the ricotta cheese doesn't taste like ricotta cheese.
Well,
like,
if it's not in the
why?
refrigeration section, then I mean, it's sauce.
Yeah.
Sauce.
The thing is, they eat them like for festivals and stuff like that. So what they do is, if you're going to a festival for like 5-6 days, you buy like canned food, for example, just in case like the food vendors are not open, and then
Okay.
they heat it up on like a little stove,
Okay.
you know, and
And-
they eat it out the can like that, and it's fucking disgusting. I've had it, and it just tastes like mush. Like mush.
It tastes. It's hard to
Horrible.
describe, but it's as if the pasta in the can and the sauce becomes all one taste, and it's all the same taste, but it's a
Yeah,
different texture.
Exactly.
I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how
It does. It does. because
Like if
you
you're eating a
described it
meatball and a pasta, they taste
Yeah.
the same, but it's just
Exactly.
the texture, which is, and not even that different. It's just a bit different. But yeah, that's
just the texture is. It's like this one's a little bit rubbery. I think this is the pasta.
I think this is the Oh my god. So what's the favorite Maltese food you miss the most?
Favorite Maltese food. This is very probably very cliche, but pastizzi.
I don't blame you.
Pastizzi are fucking great. Last time I saw someone make something similar, you know, like on Instagram they have like the cooking
Yes.
stuff, and it looked like pastizzi, and it was a Belgian guy making it, and I was like, oh no, what are you making? Pastizzi? It was something else, but I was like, no.
Look, I mean, you could do it, you know.
It's difficult though. And
But all you
nothing
need is
beats-
like a pastry, a bunch of butter, and then you layer the butter for like 1,000 times.
I know, but nothing beats Maltese ricotta.
It's
Nothing.
true. Even the
Nothing and
Maltese
nothing.
ricotta doesn't beat Maltese ricotta now, because we have the Benna
do you mean?
ricotta, which is in the pot, and it's not the same like the one that
No.
you go and buy from the deli and you say, "No squart," you know,
Yeah.
like that is the proper.
I remember that because I used to work
unbranded.
like that. I used to work at a deli.
It's very good.
It is really good. It used to come in from like, they used to bring it out the truck. We used to take it to the deli, and everyone's like, "Let's try the fresh ricotta. Is it good today?" I know.
So,
But yeah,
what's the Belgian food that you wish you could bring back to Malta or have brought back to Malta?
I haven't actually brought any food.
Yeah, it's
from-
hard to
from
bring
here.
food because they make you.
They don't make me do anything. I always hide it. Doing illegal things.
Hide it.
Exposed. No, like for example, when I bring stuff from Malta, it's always like, I've brought garlic to Belgium before, because the garlic here has no flavor.
Okay.
Weirdly, or lemons. I've brought Maltese lemons to Belgium.
I'm pretty
I was
sure,
having cravings, okay?
but I think you have to put them in a big luggage, no? Like a big ass luggage. They wouldn't question that.
Yeah. You have to like wrap it, you know, put it in the check-in, and then hope for the best. Hope they don't come to arrest you.
Fingers crossed. So tell me about the funniest story that's also embarrassing that happened to you in Malta. And then one that happened to you in Belgium.
In Malta, see, the thing is, I have this, so I don't remember much of the past at all. It's only like current, my memory is like current situations and like a little bit from what happened a while ago, but nothing really, something embarrassing that's happened to me in Malta. A lot, probably. I mean, you know me. Probably a lot. But I can't remember anything right now. There's one embarrassing moment that I remember. You know how Pacheville used to be, there used to be like shisha lounges everywhere,
Yes.
like years ago.
Yes.
So
Where there was plush.
the one opposite Dr. Juice, where Dr. Juice used to be, at the very end of the stairs, I think.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Is it
Do you know
like
that?
there was 808? The last one I know was 808.
I don't remember what it was called, but we used to sit at the shisha lounge for like an hour or two and just enjoy ourselves, you know, and huff that flavored stuff for some reason. And I don't know, I must have like inhaled too fast or like too deep or something, but I didn't feel anything up until we went up the stairs and we started walking up the hill to like Burger King or something. And all of a sudden, I just went, boom. And I like got blacked out or something. Something happened and I just went, buff. Like I fell on my face. Like just like this. Pew, boom.
That's it. Did you roll down the stairs?
No, it just, it's just, we got to the top of the stairs and I just went, boom. That's it.
Okay,
And I
I've
woke
had
up.
enough for tonight. See you later, guys.
But they were still like fixing the road, so it was all rubble and like
Painful.
stone and
I think
rock.
I did roll down those stairs.
So I ended up, I was like in full black leather and you know the stuff that I used to wear.
Gothic attire.
Yes, let's call it that. And I was dusty. I was like white with all the dust from the road they were working on, and I tried to wipe myself and it just looked worse because then I had handprints everywhere and on my face. So that was embarrassing. It was embarrassing to me.
Did you gain consciousness quickly?
I fell, I realized I was down for the count and I got up. But my boyfriend at the time didn't really do anything about it. He just watched me.
Tipo,
I was like, you could have helped. He's like, I didn't even notice. But then he said like, oh, I watched you go down in slow-mo. I was like, you could have caught me, buddy. Fucker.
Lalo. But that's very sick. My god, who saw me? Who saw me?
Everyone. There were so many people. They just, you know, walked circles around me and no one even bothered to help. I just got up. I was like, okay, I'm fine, I guess. Dusty as fuck.
I would just watch too. Dogwalk said. I would have picked you up, made you fall again.
Just to record. Oh wow, lovely.
Wow, charming.
Nice friends. Such nice friends you have there.
So what's the funniest story you've had in Belgium?
Oh, I have a good one, but it's a little bit, I guess, R-rated.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We have a disclaimer, okay?
So, this was like 5 years ago or something. There was a show, a gig that we wanted to go to, and it was a cover band of like the classic rock songs. So like Bon Jovi, they did like Guns N' Roses, stuff like that. They're called Coil.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, finally I get to go out. I hadn't gone out in a while. I hadn't had a drink in a while. Like I was still recovering from like the postpartum depression and all that shit. So
Okay.
I was like ready to like, yeah, let's go out. So me and my husband decided to go see this show. Oh, it was really good. It was really good. One of his friends brought us, for some reason, like a whiskey collection, like in a box, and it was all different percentages of like alcohol.
Okay.
So it started off with like 8% and then like 16 and then it just went up until like 80%. It was horrendous. And somebody decided to bet me that I wouldn't be able to drink a few of them.
Wait, Millie sound. Is it back, Millie sound?
It's back. Oh, okay. What happened?
I'm trying to put the music down. Yes. Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Are you good?
Yes. Wow. I can hear you from Caprox.
Holy shit.
So basically, it was like, Millie, oh, this alcohol content is outrageous. And then also, Millie, I'm gonna drink this.
Pretty much. I was like, I used to drink a lot back then, you know, like it wasn't in my head that like I haven't had a drink in like a good 5 years. Maybe I shouldn't do this. It was more like, yeah, it's party time. Let's go. So I drank too much whiskey. I got pissed drunk. I could not walk. And I had my big goth boots on. Like, it's like 7.5 inches of platform. Oh, I wish they were up here. They're not. I could show you.
Yes, I would love.
But they're not here, so I can't.
After the break.
Okay, fine. I'll go get them. And so we ended up not being able to drive home that night because I was so out of it that my husband was like, you know what? We should sleep in the car.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
But what was the embarrassing part of it?
Oh, it's coming.
Okay.
So we ended up sleeping in the car. My husband decided I could not undress myself, so he undressed me. For some reason, he decided to put me to sleep in the car. Oh, the car is a big car. It's like a multi-purpose vehicle. It's like a minivan, right? So there was like a mattress in the back and everything, you know? So it's not like just put me in the back of the car like that. So he decided... Yeah, exactly. So he decided to undress me completely. I had nothing on. It was stark naked, like birthday suit, you know? For some reason, his reasoning was, it's better for like to warm up.
What?
Like, I don't fucking know. Okay, and we went to bed. We went to bed, right? We went to sleep, and then in the middle of the night, I needed to pee, but I was stark naked still. I was still naked. I needed to pee really bad. It was fucking cold. It was freezing out. What did I do? I slid the door open. I got out. I peed. And I went back in. We were parked in the town square. And there was CCTV everywhere. So somewhere, there's CCTV of me peeing. Stark naked.
God.
In the town square.
Oh my god. Like,
you get where the embarrassing part is.
Opening, a woman coming out naked, just peeing, not even wiping, just like, okay, I'm just going back.
Yeah, I don't know if I did. I'm just gonna be disgusting and say I probably didn't. Nasty.
Listen, you want to know where is the worst place I've peed?
Tell me.
Very publicly.
Tell me.
Do you remember where Empire used to be?
Yes.
In front of it.
What?
Where there used to be... No, there was like Piazza Cascada. Like in that road. Burger King just in front.
Yeah.
That road. I was just walking. It was after click. at like 7 in the morning, people going to work, and I was just like, I'm just gonna be behind this tree, which is right in the middle of the fucking pavement. And I just peed there, like, people going to work, business suits, and just like,
were you intoxicated at all?
Shay, no one home.
Oh my god.
And I got up, I wiped, importante, threw the tissue on the tree, and I just like, and I walked away. And I don't know how I didn't get arrested, and then I was like, some days after, I was like, I peed on the sidewalk in front of Piazza fucking Cascada. Like, that was very public.
That was ridiculously
But
public.
I don't know if there were any CCTVs.
Probably not. Probably the neighbors, like, oh no,
There wasn't that banana shop yet.
I mean,
This is many years ago, so that
if anybody saw you that lives there, they're probably used to a lot worse
That's
than
true.
somebody
I mean,
peeing.
they're used to having people deposit bodily fluids from various orifices, I think.
True.
I did say no filter warning, okay? There is a warning. It's in the title, okay? Because things are about to get worse.
Oh, worse than my peeing in the
Oh, yeah.
town square. Oh yes.
So, what is your opinion on Malta now versus Malta when you left?
So I had the pleasure of visiting again this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, there's a parade going outside, so if you hear anything, that's that. So one thing I noticed, which was rather upsetting, I think, is the amount of buildings that are just piling on top of each other, it seems. Like there's apartments and freaking what looks like skyscrapers just piling up everywhere, and it's a little bit upsetting, to be honest. It looks hideous, I'm sorry to say. Yeah, I mean, but everything else looks fine. There's a lot more foreigners everywhere, I noticed.
Yes.
Funnily enough, I'm one of them now, I guess. But like, I go to a store, I'm expecting to speak to someone Maltese, and they don't even speak a lick of Maltese, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
Where do you live? Like your
Well,
parents?
Well, my mother lives in Bahria, but I didn't go anywhere near there. I went to like Kapara and the St. Julian's area.
That's full of foreigners.
But
like...
it wasn't central. It was it's like a rural area. Kapara is not really that.
But still, Tom, like to find
But it was
people
full.
that really, you know.
Even
like
Gozo. Gozo is worse. Gozo is worse. We spent like a week in Gozo, just the three of us, just, you know, relaxing at the pool, you know, like not being bothered by anyone. And we had to go to my family, you know, like me, the Jeff, and the kid, you know, the family.
Yes.
the immediate family. So we had to go to the store, of course, for, you know, necessities. Everyone is foreign, not a lick of fucking Maltese, and I'm there like, or Groziton, whatever. I was like, where did the natives go? Like, where'd they go? I was surprised. Nothing against it or anything, but I was surprised. It's like, it's Gozo. You wouldn't expect a local, just a normal grocery store in the corner. Doesn't have much, but to not speak a lick of fucking Maltese or English or whatever.
I think that, you know, it's just a matter of science. That eventually we were just gonna be less and less, you know, because
it's becoming very, how do you say, lalaman, Frickin' today they decided to have a parade.
I can't hear the parade.
I can. It's annoying. Anyway, it's a tractor parade, by the way.
Why?
They decorate their tractors with like festive lights and speakers, apparently.
Can we
and
see
they
it?
No, I no. The camera's too far from the window, and I'm kinda in the attic, so I can't really.
I know, dog walk. I'm like, can we see it? What is it? Oh, it all looks interesting. But no, I don't think we can.
You can't hear that?
No. Should I stop the music? Let's see. Putting you up. Please don't scream. No. Nothing. Hoppas az adni.
Put me down. Put me down. So.
Okay, tractor parade.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a Christmas thing here. I don't live in redneck town, but I live in a rural area. There's mostly farmlands and like I have horses in the backyard that are not mine. But there's like fields with horses in them, and they're very pleasant to look at least.
Do they stink?
I don't live that close to the horses. They don't shit
At least.
on my in my yard, you know. But they don't, not really, no.
That's cool.
I don't smell them.
That's very cool. My sister
very
lived
upsetting.
next to a farm in Msida, and she used to
There are farms in
smell...
Msida.
Yes, I think it was literally the only one, and they used to smell a lot. But also the cock-a-doodle-doo used to wake her up at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Thank
No,
you,
we
my
have those.
darling.
We also have ducks and stuff.
Thank
Sometimes
you.
you hear the ducks flying overhead. They're very loud.
The dicks
The
flying
ducks.
overhead. Dicks.
Dicks. Could be dicks.
Let's go for some one or the other questions.
Okay.
Okay, would you rather be the only one that's drunk or the only one that's sober?
I'm always the only one that's sober, so I picked that one.
Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life or feel like you're about to sneeze for the rest of your life?
Oh my god. The sneeze. I hate hiccups. Hiccups are awful. Why would I want that?
Even the sneeze is like all the time.
It's like...
Would you rather
They're
cold
both
pizza
awful.
or hot cereal?
Cold pizza. It's breakfast of champions. What are you talking about? That's not even a hard
It's true,
question.
I do love cold pizza. Would you rather not be able to control your laughter or control your tears?
I mean, controlling your tears would come in useful. Let's face it. Come on now. Don't lie.
Not being able to.
Not being able to control your tears.
Not
Well,
being able to.
I have that already, so like that one. I'm fine with. I'm used to it now.
Would you
Oh look,
rather
movie.
same socks for a month or same underwear for a week? I know.
The socks.
Yeah.
Us ladies, we know what happens if we have to stay with the same pair of underwear for a week. Nasty. Socks.
You wouldn't
Socks.
smell the horses, but the horses would smell you.
No.
Would you rather fight 100 chicken-sized cows or one cow-sized chicken?
One cow-sized chicken. Jesus
Or
Christ.
one-
I think I'll take my chance with the 100 chicken-sized cows. Thank you. Plus, think of it. What a feast!
Oh my god. I'm crying.
Oh, please don't cry.
Mm. So,
100 chicken-sized cows. There's no chance I'm tipping over a cow-sized chicken. Okay? I'd lose. But maybe if they were tiny little baby cows, I could like
kick them. Kick
maybe
those
kick them
fuckers in the milk ducts.
kick them in the tits.
Oh, my everything is so squiggly today. Why are you sticking again? Okay, you're back. So, would you rather kiss your ex or kiss your mortal enemy? For me, my ex is my mortal enemy, so it would be the same thing, but...
It would be the same thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
I would really not like to step foot anywhere near my ex's vicinity, so I'll kiss my enemy. Oh no, but I know who that is. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
My god, man, I sound like a fucking tractor. I should join the parade outside of your street. Hi, Inji Sarah. Hello.
They were just playing like the Star Wars theme on their horn, like you know, like you know. I'm not kidding. But they're gone now.
Tractor, Star Wars horn.
Yeah. And
okay.
I think they played Despacito as well, but you know how it is. So where were we? Ex or enemy?
By the way,
are we saying on the cheek?
No, like a kiss, kiss.
Like on the mouth? Can I unalive myself instead? Because I picked that one. Unaliving myself over any of those.
What are you going to drink or bite if you don't want to answer the question?
Because both are equally bad. It doesn't mean I don't want to answer it. It's just
Do you have a lemon?
Impossible. I don't have a lemon. I do love lemons, but
are you gonna do something to skip a question or?
We didn't think about that, did we? No, not really. Fine. I would. I'm not skipping any questions today. I'm answering all of them. What would I do? Ex or enemy? I don't like my ex. He's a baby. Can it be a Judas kiss?
I think so, yes. It can be a pity kiss.
Ugh, pity kiss.
Pity kiss.
The enemy.
Still the enemy.
Still the enemy. No, I wouldn't step foot anywhere near my ex's vicinity. Nah. Never.
I don't blame you. So, would you rather be a first love or a lust? These questions are good, right?
Yeah, but I have to think about it. Like, would I rather be somebody's first love or somebody's lust? Lust. Lust. Yes, definitely lust. Because first love, they become clingy. Ooh, we don't like clingy.
Yeah.
Clingy. Oh.
Would you whip or be whipped?
I'd whip the shit out of
Hey, dominant.
Well, no, but I don't like getting whipped, so I'd whip someone instead. If that makes sense. Of course
Role
it does.
play or foreplay?
Foreplay. I
Ear-
hate role play. In my opinion, shut your mouth and just do what you have to do. Just don't fucking talk.
Her
If you
husband
have to,
walks in, honey, and she's like,
he's
shut the
not
fuck
here.
up, okay?
He's not here, is he?
So earlobes or toes?
Oh, earlobes? Definitely not toes. Don't go. Not everyone is as clean when it comes to their feet, you know? Some people don't even know they have to wash their feet. You have to actually like get in there in between the toes.
I can't
So
eat this
earlobe.
sandwich. It's falling apart. Look at this sandwich.
Why?
It's a mess.
Show me this image.
It became a mess. It's
Just
not even a sandwich
use
anymore.
your hands like this, you know,
I
like how you're
can't.
supposed to, no? Like how you're supposed to eat a burger, which is like let me I have
I'll
like
eat
a
it
bowl
with the
here.
teaspoon.
Like I eat a burger like this, I have to like
Because I'm on cam and then I'll feel self-conscious about my
why?
burger capability eating
Eat it.
skills.
Stuff it in your mouth. Everyone eats. I learned that. When I was younger, I used to be really shy about eating in front of my friends, so I used to starve. And then I used to get fat because I was starving myself. Because I was shy to eat in front of friends.
Fine.
And then one day I was like, you know what?
Just
Fuck you guys. You look
apart.
like absolute animals. And I'm here not eating.
I don't know how girls get skinny, man. I don't know.
Well, I take I take special pills. So there's that.
I just give up on being skinny.
I mean, the pills are no walk in the park, to be honest, because they make you so nauseous and so fatigued. It's just.
You take them every day?
Well, yes. Before I used to take injections. I used to have to. It's for. Sorry. It's for, you know, losing weight. That's one of the side effects of the pills.
Does it reduce your appetite?
Oh yes, it makes you nauseous, and like for example, the injections made me throw up a lot. I ruined my teeth because of that.
That
I had to
sounds
get
like hell.
It is because I did it for 2 years. It was awful. 2 years of throwing up. I ruined my teeth. I had to get 6 fillings. No walk in the park. It's awful.
My body
Plus,
hates throwing up.
Me too.
Like,
I actually
it won't.
have permanent like scarring from forcing myself to, you know,
Yeah?
because you have to. It's otherwise it just sits on your stomach forever and you feel awful the whole day. So you kind of have to throw up. And I have permanent scarring where I guess I tried too hard to throw up. So now I have like
Like you poke the
purple.
vein.
Yeah, sort of. So I have some here. I have up here. I have a
Wow.
few. Yeah, it's pretty horrible. It is a very expensive way to lose weight, by the way. In Sarah, I don't know how to say your name.
We're
Sorry.
gonna get to
But-
these because I also have some questions related to
Go ahead. Go ahead.
what it's
Next.
like being a
Huh?
girl. So
Yeah.
So I don't know if we should do this. I was going to ask you if you wanted to play Hangman.
I don't know how to play Hangman.
You have to guess the name of a sex toy.
Okay. Easy.
Easy.
The name or the type?
So you know there are many. Then we can just skip the Hangman because there are more questions I want to ask.
Okay, go ahead.
So can you name me 5 different names of?
But like types or names, like there's the rabbit or whatever the fuck it's called.
It's jackrabbit.
Oh, you know more than I. Oh, see, there we go.
I think it's jackrabbit.
What's a jackrabbit? Wait. That's
You found it?
I found
I think
the
it's
animal.
a double pen thing.
If I just write toy.
Oh yeah, that is.
It's called a rabbit.
Rabbit.
Oh, it's actually called a jackrabbit because this one says it's called a rabbit. Vibrating and rotating phallic sex toy with a clitoral stimulator attached to the shaft.
It's like a tree. It's like this.
Wait, I can't see you.
It's like this.
Yeah, like that, exactly. So, I don't know. I probably shouldn't be Googling
planned this question better, to be honest. I think I was. I wanted to do it
smidge and a half.
But wait, let's move on.
Okay.
So, what's your wedding story like?
My wedding story? My wedding wasn't really anything special, to be honest.
What?
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, it wasn't, like the flowers and the perfect venue or whatever. Mine was literally, we went to City Hall with my in-laws, of course, because my mother was far away, and a witness. And, we signed some papers and then we went for dinner. That's the end. That's it. Oh, and then they found out how we met.
How did you meet?
It was a very... You really want to hear this? It's not really... It's not going to shine me in a very nice light.
Who is Jeff? How did you meet Jeff?
Okay, so once upon a time, I had a best friend who was dating this Belgian guy, right?
This gonna be good.
And this is gonna be good. It's gonna shine me in a very odd light.
It's okay.
So
you're married now. You have a kid.
True.
It's okay.
So I had a friend, we're gonna call her Anna.
Okay.
That's ridiculously close to her real name, but... Annie. Okay, let's call her Annie. Sure. Annie had a boyfriend called Malcolm. Malcolm was from Belgium. It was Malcolm's birthday, and since he was living in Malta, his friends decided that they would come down from Belgium and join for a birthday celebration. One of Malcolm's friends was Jeffrey. Okay. So, me at the time was having a situation with my roommate / friend with benefits. We had an issue because I wanted him to leave.
Said stop living.
Yeah, like get the fuck out. I'm paying the rent most of the rent anyway, and the rest of the bills are like go fuck yourself kind of thing. And he was refusing to leave. So but he was really he didn't want to leave, and he was trying his very best to stay put, and he didn't want to stop dating, I guess, and he remained living with me, which was... I didn't know how to get out of that situation. So what I did was I met Jeff. I slept with Jeff. Not on the first night, don't worry. More like the 5th.
Thank you.
And then
Thank you for the sub. Hey, I mean, 5th is respectable.
yeah. And I went back home at like 7 a.m. after like a whole day and night of drinking. And I made sure that Jeff like put hickeys all over my neck. Like a trash, absolute trash. I would have never allowed anyone to do that on, So I went back home at 7 a.m. with like hickeys and freaking nastiness.
Her hair all over the place. Her skirt
And
ripped.
I literally I got into my bed. I was like, I just got onto my side of the bed and I went to sleep because 2 hours later I had a tattoo appointment.
As you do.
And Buddy, okay, my roommate at the time, had to come with me for some reason. And the guy was tattooing my ribs. And he was like, "What's on your neck?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I had fun last night." Yeah. It was a lot of fun last night. He's like, "Those aren't mine." I was like, "I know." And he still refused to leave. Can you believe it? I was like, come on now.
I fucked someone else, bro. Get
He
out.
knew. He knew because I told him. I was like, "Listen, I don't, so like, go somewhere else. Like fuck off."
Necro Dragon, hello, okay? There is no filter in the title. We have a disclaimer, okay? The disclaimer is there, so if you're okay with that. Hi. Huh.
You do have your stream set to 18 plus, right? Lona. You do have the stream set to 18 plus, right? Oh, God.
Wait, let me navigate away from the Jackrabbit page.
You're still looking at it?
It was there.
It was just there.
This is how much I believe in this.
Naughty.
How do I do that? I have mods, supposed.
Where are your mods?
I don't
Mods.
know.
It's right there.
How do I do it? 18 plus.
You have to go
stream
into
info.
your... Yeah. Let me see.
No.
Mine is always 18 plus, so like I don't have this
Audience.
problem.
It says everyone. Why can't I change it from everyone?
I don't. Twitch changed so much since I gave a shit.
You can't do NSFW tag.
No. Otherwise, you wouldn't be allowed to stream at all.
Ah, well, fuck it. I'm sure we're okay, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm sure it's fine.
Alright.
So,
Just wondering.
you were
So-
getting tattooed, you were full of hickeys.
Yes, and well, then we, me and Jeff realized that we actually have a lot in common. Like it wasn't just like a fling, I guess. It was like, it started going somewhere. So we used to Skype every day at that point. And meanwhile, I was still dealing with my roommate who refused to fucking leave. And then once I was like, you know what? You either leave or I'm gonna throw all your shit out while you're at home. And I actually did. I like moved all his crap out and I locked the door and I turned on Skype and I Skyped with Jeff because he was in Belgium at the time. So, and I put it on really loud, so just in case he didn't get the hint that all his stuff was outside, he could hear the call. What was happening? Like, hey, oh, sweetie, I love you so much, miss you. Not the I love you stuff. It was the I would
How
not say
weird,
I
though,
love you
that he
early.
didn't want to leave.
He just didn't. Yeah, and
depressed. the bracket self-deprecatory. Self-deprecatory. Self-depreciatory? Oh, fucking hell, I can't.
I don't know. Yeah, because when you wanna, well, personally, when I wanna find my significant other, which I have, I don't look for somebody who is going to want me to be their mummy. Okay, clean up after them, make sure they brush their teeth, crap like that. Okay. No.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, you didn't cook my favorite food. Oh, I'm not eating this.
That's disgusting.
It's absolute. So I got rid of him. That was fun. And then I was like, you know what? Jeff seems like a nice guy. Let's ask if he wants to go steady. And he did. How lovely. I was like, well, if this is going to get serious, because, long distance relationships aren't really that great.
They're tough.
Sometimes they are very tough. And I was like, how are we going to make this work even? It's like, are you coming here? Am I going there? Like what is... He's like, well, since I have I work in the military, so like it's a lot more stable to start a family and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, yeah, go on, because Maltese military is not really the same as other military anywhere else. It's not the same. So like, it's like, I have a lot more stable of a job than you do, since we had like our own restaurant and everything, and we were already thinking about closing it down, so it wasn't gonna be a long-term situation. I would have to look for a different career at that point. So I was like, okay, I get the gist. So he said, how about you make arrangements and you start thinking about moving here instead? I was like, that's a good idea. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I have nothing to lose. If anything, I have a lot more to gain. Like, I gain, the love of my life. Kind of like a fresh
slate,
exactly. Because at the time I was like avoiding all of the toxic friends and everything, the kind of people that told me that the ex was a good choice and to stay with him even though he was absolutely not a good choice. That kind of people, that's
yes.
Why I said ex-best friend, and we don't talk anymore, because she was the kind of person that would... She knows something is not a good idea for me, but instead of saying, hey, that's not a good idea, she'll go like, yeah, fucking do it. Like, if you don't do it, like, you're not doing the right choice, that's for sure. Like, what's best for you is this, not that, And it'd be like the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're wondering why I cut all ties with my friends, that's why.
I mean, the way that you started telling the story, I thought that you ended up somehow like going out with Annie's boyfriend, and then like...
No.
Like, it really wasn't that bad, like...
Yeah, but most people, like, for example, the people I used to know at the time, who used to be my friends, said I did the wrong thing because I technically cheated on the roommate or whatever, right?
No.
Because no one would believe me when I said he doesn't want to leave.
Look.
It's like, no, you're together because you're living together. So, like, technically you're together and you cheated on it. It was like, okay, then.
Get out, like...
It's one of those things. So...
It's okay. It's fine.
So to me, I'm painted in a bad light because technically I cheated on the roommate. Technically. Sort of. Not really, but... You know what I mean? It is a confusing situation.
No, it's not, because to me it sounds like the roommate was not accepting of the situation, that you were trying to politely bring to his attention, like, dude, this isn't working, let's go our separate ways, and he wasn't understanding that, but just because his reality, Like,
It was kind of like he was forcing me to stay with him, even though like I didn't want it. And that's not really something you do, is it?
no, it's not. I was also in that situation, and yes, there was talk of it being cheating, but in my opinion, if I told you I don't want to be together with you anymore, we're still living together, but we are broken up. I can fuck whoever
Yeah.
I want, you can do the same. We are
Exactly.
broken up. Now, if you
Exactly.
want to go and say that I cheated, then whatever, I'm breaking up with you for a reason, and this is probably why. So
Yeah, but you also know how Maltese people are. Oh, LBT, Lota.
yes,
Oh,
I know,
like
but
you
they
know how
always
it
talk
is.
shit. They talk shit no matter what you do, man.
And also it's like isn't it kind of like kidnapping? Honestly, it's
It's a
it's
toxic
like
situation. Oh,
it's
if
like
you're trying to communicate something and that
I
person.
felt like I was being kidnapped. It's a good thing he wasn't abusive, like physically.
It
That would
sounds
have
like
been
he
tough.
was very clingy.
He was very clingy. That's why I have like, if somebody's clingy, I'm like, no, no, get off me. Yeah, no.
Get it off!
Get off! It's touching me.
What's on your bedroom playlist?
My bedroom playlist. You mean sexy time playlist?
Yes.
Axel Rudy Pell.
What?
Look it up. It's a band. It's Axel Rudy Pell. Axel. Wait. Let me type it.
Okay.
Axel Rudy Pell. I wrote it in your chat.
Axel Rudy Pell. To listen to this.
He has some good
Yeah.
sexy music.
Alright. Alright. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good questions to ask here. How did you find out you were pregnant?
Oh, that was awful. So, we spent Christmas of 2014 in Malta with my family because I was already packed up and ready to go and ready to move to Belgium, right?
This is the summer that you left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I left in December. So we spent Christmas. We spent Christmas 2014 in Malta, and then I left for Belgium forever.
Okay.
So we spent Christmas in Malta. It was, fun. Everybody met Jeffrey for the first time. Yep, you heard that right, for the first time. And then, I tortured him by telling everyone that his stomach is a bottomless pit, and my grandmom was more than happy to oblige. She kept on feeding the man, feeding him and feeding him and feeding him, and I told him it's very disrespectful to not eat what nanny is giving you. So he
Oh.
kept on eating until he almost exploded.
I think he did.
Almost.
Because then you got pregnant, so it's like.
Yeah, I wasn't the issue. See, Christmas went great. We got on the plane. I was fine. We got off the plane.
Okay.
And, we started settling in. And then New Year's Eve came, and his parents had like a little party, and I could not stand the smell that hung in the air. It was food. It smelled, to the normal nose, it smelled delicious because it was like beef stew and all the crap that goes with it for like New Year's dinner or whatever. I could not smell, like, it smelled horrendous, like somebody farted in your face and just like kept you there. It was awful, and I was nauseous constantly. I was telling Jeffrey, like, oh my god, what is that smell? It's fucking disgusting. What is that? It is such a bad experience. Like, you just landed in a different country. This is your life now, and already you're having issues with like the smells and everything. And it was awful. They tried to give me champagne so we could toast the new year and whatever. And I took a sip and I went to throw up, and
Fuck, man.
Jeff was like, I think she just has like, like, maybe it's not like homesick, but it's like not the gravity of the
Like
situation
nerves
kind of
or
hits you. Yeah, kind of like nervousness from the new situation. Like you live here now. It's a big step, you know. So everyone was like, "Oh, it's okay. Like go lay down, whatever." But then New Year's Day came, and I was still feeling awful. It was like I was also throwing up too. So I was like, "Oh, great." Fuck, what the fuck is going on? And I told my mother's like, oh, you must be nervous, you know. It's basically said the same thing everyone else was thinking. I was like, I need to go to the doctor, I can't do this. So on New Year's Day I went to the doctor, and she's like, you know, your symptoms are kind of like if you were, let's say, pregnant. I was like, that's so that I don't think. Oh fuck. Well, so she did a blood test because it was ridiculously early, right? She's like, okay, we'll let you know tomorrow when the lab results are back. And I was like, can it go a little bit faster, kind of? Because like I was like, if it's something else, I'm kind of screwed, you know. Yeah, next day I was sitting by my phone all day long. I was like, oh god, fucking call me and tell me what the fuck this is, because my goodness, I feel awful. Well, I was pregnant, so there's that. Made in Malta, yay! That's the running joke.
I
My kids
remember
made
I
in Malta.
never smelled chicken the way I did when I was pregnant. Oh my god.
In a good way or like a bad
No,
way?
like a really bad way. Like I never
Really?
thought that chicken, like raw chicken, while it was cooking, smelled anything special. But once I remember someone was boiling chicken, and the smell, like I can't describe it. It makes you bile-inducing, and that was because I'm usually quite good with smells, but when I smell, and it was only that time that I smelled it really, really bad, and I was like, no, I understand why people say that chicken smells bad. So I understand your beef Christmas moment and how others wouldn't understand it, because it's just like it's another level of sense, another level of smell receptors unlock in the wrong department.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I mean, now beef stew smells delicious to me. It's just, you know, during the pregnancy, it's kind of like, you know.
What foods did you crave the most? I was drinking milk like it was water. I was so into milk, yeah. I'm not even a big fan of milk, man, but I was just like...
But what kind of milk? Like
milk.
The normal Benna milk, or like the strawberry milk, the chocolate milk, you know?
Milk, man. I was just like...
I had ridiculous cravings for like the banana, like the banoffee, whatever, Benna milk.
Okay.
And I fucking hate banana anything. Like banana flavor is so artificial and disgusting that I just... And when I was pregnant, I was craving the Benna's, like banana banoffee, whatever the fuck milk it was. It's like really yellow, like the pack. But of course I couldn't get any.
Was that the weirdest craving you'd gotten?
No, not really. I was craving a lot of like Bulgarian food. I had this Bulgarian boyfriend like a really long time ago, and his mother used to make like it's like a paste made from peppers. Yes.
Oh my god.
I mentioned it the other day.
It's lutenitsa. That's what it's called.
I know what it's called. I know. Yeah, but I haven't found any from here. But anyway, no. Besides the point, I was craving it like I was craving it so much that I was this close to messaging my ex's mother to ask her for the recipe.
Please
I
send me
was
Lutinizzo.
I didn't, thank fuck. But like I was so close, just being, listen, I'm pregnant. I need your recipe. Woman, give me the recipe. I was like really close to like just being, hi, we haven't spoken since, we split, or, but can I have your recipe?
I don't blame you.
Oh my god.
Because
That.
Bulgarian food is very particular. Like some things, they're very salty. Like that Lutinezza thing.
Yeah.
And I used to smoke like a lot of weed. And then...
Oh, I thought you meant like you used to smoke the Lutenitsa. I was like...
No, I used to have munchies
Hold up.
and and eat it with bread, and it's like...
on toasted Maltese bread with a little
Yeah.
bit of feta cheese
And
crumbled on it.
they used to have like this, it's like a Bulgarian spice mix. They called it
Chubrika.
Chubrica, yes, that. And like, what? I never found it ever again.
I
used to
don't
put
know
on
what it
everything.
is.
And it's
I don't
so
know what it is.
good.
I know. I
Chubrica.
used to eat it with like just toast and
Yes.
just put that on it. That's it.
Butter and that fucking thing. It was like...
And that's it. And it was just so good, and I don't know what it is.
I love that from our Bulgarian boyfriend's face. We just... The food, it's like we remember the food. You can keep the rest, but the food, yes.
Yeah, but the food was like, well, Bulgarian boyfriends also have issues.
Oh, yes. Jesus
Mostly mommy
Christ.
issues,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But anyway, the
So,
food, man.
What was the
Or-
weirdest?
Wait. I have a question. Since you
Yes.
had like a Bulgarian boyfriend also, and I'm assuming you used to eat the stuff that they used to eat. Did they make you the moussaka?
The cold soup yogurt.
Cold soup yogurt?
That?
No,
It's like a drink?
moussaka, but like without the eggplant. You don't know what moussaka is? Like
Wait,
it's
Mama,
like
I think I've had it.
moussaka. It's really good.
Because there was like this bread filled with ricotta.
Uh-huh.
That was like their breads filled with cheese in the morning. It was crazy.
don't know.
Moussaka was like what? Like an eggplant parmesan? Or like a cottage pie?
Kind of, but it was like with like the potatoes were cut into like little cubes,
Yes.
and like with red sauce and meat, I think.
Like a cottage pie with potatoes.
It's not
I
really
remember
moussaka.
something
It's
vaguely.
kind of like it.
I think I've had it, but
That's really
the
good.
most that he used to cook was like chicken with rice in the oven. He used to put chubrica on it and just make a rice and chicken bake. And
That
once
shit goes
his
with everything.
mother gave us like, it was like a yogurt drink, and it had like cucumbers chopped inside. And I was very surprised that a green cold yogurt soup existed. So I tried
Green
it,
yogurt
but moussaka, yes, I think I've had it, but it doesn't stand out in my memory. Mostly that bread in the shape of a snail with the cheese inside.
No,
That I
I know that
remember.
one. I think that's Greek
It also
though.
had a name. Because they did feta cheese like hardcore, yeah?
Oh yeah, feta on everything. It's fucking crazy, and it was always good. But
Yes.
those are what you're talking about. The snail with the ricotta, with the feta cheese in it.
Yes. Let me Google
That
moussaka.
that was a cheese puff or something.
Exactly. I
'Cause-
remember eating this, and it's like cottage pie.
No, not really. Is it like cottage pie? I don't
That's
know.
what
It
I
was.
thought.
It was more like their version of a pastits, to me, but like really salty instead.
Oh, share pastits. Guys, Google moussaka.
No, not the moussaka, the cheese puff thing that you're talking about.
Yes, that one. Let me see what it's called.
Yeah, the
Tut
moussaka is
Malik.
like it looks like a cottage pie, yes, but the way they used to do it was like the potatoes were like chopped into cubes instead, and it was a lot easier to like eat. Funnily enough.
There's a lot of weird names here for this bread thing.
Give me the name of the bread.
Tutmanik. Oh, Tutmanik. Yes, this was it. And you would like take a piece out, and it would be like a pull apart.
Yeah.
Bread
like monkey
thing.
bread. Yeah. That looks nice.
Oh my god,
I've never had that. It's they make it for Christmas. Oh, you should make it. Send me some.
There, I posted
nice.
the recipe.
Ooh, thank you.
So tell us about your birthing story.
My birthing story. My birthing story was like a whole other thing.
I actually heard it in the stream that you had a few days ago, but I want to.
Oh, okay.
It.
So, it was horrible. But mostly it was horrible because I had a very difficult pregnancy. Like my hair was falling out, and I had acne all of a sudden when I never had acne. I just got it. Like going through puberty, I had no acne, just like a couple spots every now and again. But with pregnancy, it was like hair falling out, acne everywhere, you know? Like, okay, my tits got huge. That was great. That was the only one good thing. But the hair falling out, big problem when you like to dye your hair a lot, you know?
Yes.
Especially when you like your hair. But I was 2 days overdue because she was supposed to be born on September 11th, you know? Anniversary of the Twin Towers. Everybody was like, ooh, that's bad luck. For some reason. And she was born 2 days overdue, and we went like a day early because I thought I was having contractions, and it was actually Braxton Hicks. So like fake contractions.
Fake contractions.
Yeah. And we got to the hospital in like 5 minutes because Jeffrey was panicking, and I was timing the contractions. I didn't even notice like how far and like how fast he was going. We didn't get a ticket. We didn't get in an accident, so that was good. We were very happy with that. That was good. We got to the hospital. They're like, okay, you're in labor, let's go. You know, they put me in a nice room, you know, to await the birthing. You know, the nurse came to check how much I was dilated, and she's like, oh, this is great, you're already 4. I was like, oh, that's good, you know, 10 centimeters, and then we can start. I was like, okay, it's going real fast.
Let's fucking do this.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's go. This was 10 in the evening. So I was like really hyped up, like, yeah, let's go, let's do this, get this out of me. So like I was sick of it. By the 6th month, I was sick of pregnancy. I just wanted it to stop. I'm not even kidding.
I believe you.
I looked like a balloon, like somebody put a pipe up me and like inflated me like 4 times as much as I should be. It was horrendous. But the nurse came, she was like, okay, you're 4 centimeters dilated, you're almost there. She's like, yeah, almost halfway, you know, like, yeah, we're just gonna wait for an hour, and I'm gonna come back and check on you. I was like, okay, great. Nurse comes back in, same one. She goes, let me see how dilated you are now. She goes, oh my goodness, I was mistaken earlier. You're only 2 centimeters dilated. I was like, what the fuck, woman? How could you make that mistake? It's like 4 and 2 centimeters. There's a bit of a difference, don't you think? She goes like, oh, I'm sorry. She's like, it's okay. We just wait another hour, and we'll see what we can do, okay? I could not. It would not. It just wouldn't. But the contractions were still, you know, coming. So, like, it wasn't Braxton Hicks at all. First they told me it was Braxton Hicks, and then it was actually the real deal.
Yes.
So I was getting contractions, they were fucking, they were awful, actually. They weren't like I expected pain, but it was another kind of pain. It was like I don't know. How do you explain contractions? Like,
it's like having an organ for all the young gamers, male gamers listening to this interview. It's like having an organ from your body which you can feel, you know, like when you need to poop, you can feel it's your intestine and there's stuff inside it. So imagine if you had one big organ covering your whole stomach and there was something living inside it, and the whole thing got really hard and just spasmed, and it, like, you felt your whole stomach contract and get really hard, and it's painful as fuck, and you have to push out a chair from between your legs.
basically. So,
I mean, I was so fat that I went in and there was this Russian doctor called Olga, and she went, baby, too big, cesarean. And I was like, no, my organic birthing experience. And they were just like, you should have laid back on those donuts, honey.
Really? Did they actually tell you that?
Well, they grow with sugar, so they went to measure my baby's head and it was out of range. She was so big. So, yeah.
Wow.
You know, when you're about to, like, get into labor, their head engages in your pelvic bone, and it's like 1 out of 5, no? And she went down to like engage and went back up. She was like, nope. I
Oh
don't
my
fit
goodness.
there. So actually I would have died if
my
medicine
God.
hadn't progressed to an age where cesarean was a thing, because she was 4.115 kilos.
Wow. Congratulations.
It's a big baby.
It's a good sized baby.
She looked just like her father's sister, and I was breastfeeding her and I was like, this is so fucking weird, man. Like, nipple experience ruined. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I made that.
But I can imagine, like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can imagine.
In fact, I have a picture of me just looking at her like.
Like, what the fuck am I doing? I was just waiting to see your reaction on stream, because I can't see you unless it's like, oh my goodness.
It's just everyone talks about that oxytocin, love at first sight, you know, and I didn't have that. Like, I was so fat that they couldn't find my spine, like the right spot in my spine to put the epidural in. So,
oh my God.
So imagine, I can show a picture of this, but I was so big, I couldn't bend over, right? Like, bend over. And I just hear the doctor going, we're gonna need a longer needle. And then, like, they hit a nerve in my leg and I kicked like a mule and I started crying, man. And this cute Chinese lady, like, she was a nurse, was just holding my hand. It's gonna be alright. And I was just like,
oh my God, that sounds like a special experience.
Yes, but then it went in and I just felt this rush and I was so high. I was so drugged up. Like, I just said, I'm gonna throw up, and the doctor went 30 milligrams of methylphenidate to create. And then it was like, I think that's what heroin feels like.
I don't know.
I was just
but
like, I'm having a baby today.
Really? I wasn't like that.
Because they put your arms. Oh, you're too like a dick, you know? It's just like.
What the fuck, no? Oh, you had a cesarean, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so that's why. That's why.
Madonna was so high. Sorry, I interrupted you. Please go ahead.
That's okay. I'm very impressed with your story, because, like, I also had a big belly. It was not nice. Oh yeah, the story.
For how
I'm,
many
I'm
hours
so
in
like
labor?
12.
12 hours.
Yes, baby was born
So from 2
10
to
a.m.
10, from 2 to 10 it took 12 hours.
from 2 to 10.
Yes.
2 centimeters to yes, basically. But they also had to do something like basically like manually pop the water. Like you know how a water breaks? They had to
Yes.
manually like break my water. Is that how you say it?
Mm.
Which was weird because like they made me sit on like a bedpan. And she's like, okay, I'm just gonna bloop. And like all the water came rushing out. And I'm like, oh, this is disgusting.
Just like a Harry Potter wand, right?
No, I don't know. I didn't really watch, but the bedpan was like really uncomfortable. I don't know how, like, because she told me, okay, just lift your butt. And like she slid in a bedpan. And she's like, okay, bloop. And like, I was like, the fuck, man? I don't know.
It's also weird. Even when they check you, right? Their hand goes into like here, man.
Yeah, it's like I could feel her up me, like her
Like
fucking
in
elbow was
places
up
you
me.
didn't know,
It's
you
like
could
what the
feel
fuck?
things.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing up there, man? Like what the hell's going on? And they don't even warn you sometimes. I'm just gonna Allah calm down, man. Or it's true, it's like I'm just gonna, check your boom. Okay. It's okay, it's only my fucking utero.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like the nurses are really like
Wait, this happened to you in Belgium?
yes, I gave birth in Belgium, of
Okay.
course.
I mean,
So I don't know what it's like in Malta, so I don't have no idea. But it's like they assume here people of any profession have an issue with it's like they assume people know the procedure. So like if you're a doctor, there's a few doctors that are nice and they explain what's gonna happen and why it's gonna happen, and they're very happy with your questions and they'll happily answer them. But then there's people that are like the doctor. They didn't even explain the birthing procedure to me. I went in to the emergency room at the hospital to give birth,
you
not
didn't have
knowing what the fuck was.
courses.
No, they didn't even tell me anything. They're like, I know they said, oh, well, the courses are in Dutch. They're not in English. And I didn't know a word of Dutch yet. So I was like, maybe there's an English version. I don't fucking know. Maybe there's a booklet you can fucking give me so I don't go into this blind. Yes, we'll tell you everything when you need to know it, Told me nothing. Nothing.
You
Absolutely
don't need
nothing.
to know, but the nurses that were studying did.
Yeah, but it's nice to know, for example, that they're going to snip you so you don't rip yourself from your like from your vagina to your
So
anus, for
you had
example.
like a lot of students come
yeah.
in while you
Oh,
were
yeah.
giving birth, and
There was like 5 or 6 students.
they were like, excuse me, may we witness your birth? And she was like, no.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, we're staying.
So I was drugged up. Like I had to get an epidural because I past a certain point, I think I was like 4 hours waiting to like be fully dilated, and I was really tired because the contractions were ridiculous. And they said, if you're gonna keep going like this, like if the contractions are just gonna get worse and worse, and you're already drained of energy, might as well give you the epidural so we can help you through the birthing process. And otherwise, the baby's gonna get stuck. You're gonna be tired from pushing, and you won't be able to give birth. Basically, like she'll die before you give birth. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, like fucking stick me with the needle then. Awful, because you have to, like you had the epidural also, so like you have that big belly. You have to like open your legs so that you can like go forward and like arch your back in a weird like like hunched
Imagine
over.
trying to fold a fucking ball.
But you have that. The belly's attached to you. You can't really mush on it, you know, like squish it. So you have to like go like this, and then as best you can, like arch your back.
Was your
But
hubby there?
yes, he was there. He was a trooper. Buddy helped. Buddy helped a lot.
Did he?
Oh yeah. No, actually did.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like he was rubbing my head like, oh baby, it's gonna be okay. But he was like, you can do this. A lot of other weak ass bitches have given birth to more than one child. You can do this because you're tough. And I was like, I'm tough. I'm gonna have to get an epidural. It's a needle, Jeffrey. I don't like needles. She said with so many piercings on her face. You know how many doctors laughed at me that day?
Did you?
You have so many tattoos, so many piercings.
Oh my god, how annoying, man.
You scared of this giant fucking needle?
So, but
bitch.
How if I stab you with the needle in your fucking face?
Yeah, and in your spine. Oh.
So does Jeff bring any of that army vibes into your daily lives?
No, not at all.
No drills.
At work, no. At work, he is absolutely like OCD. Like I'm OCD at home. Like I have to have things in a certain way. Have to.
Okay.
If shit is labeled, it's even better. Him, he only does that at work. If it's at home, he's not doing that. The clothes never go in the hamper. The bed is never made unless I make it.
Okay.
You know?
So
Stuff goes wherever. It does not bring the army home with him.
would you change anything if you had to do it all over again?
I would get a private room for my birthing, like after you give birth, because the bitch next to me was fucking loud. Ma, she was Turkish, and apparently their time to call their friends and family. You okay? Are you okay?
I'm emulating the Turkish woman.
No, this is after. So we had the baby and we were in like the recovery room.
Oh,
It was
okay.
split between like 3 people or 2 people or something. And I didn't know I had the option to have like a private room. They didn't tell us anything, okay? So I was like, okay, let's get like a 2-person room, right? So they gave me one with another mother who was already there. She had given birth already. She had already been there for a day, and we have to stay there for a maximum of 5 days.
Okay.
I mean, a minimum of 5 days in the hospital. And her husband was there all day long, which was nice for her, you know. But as soon as he left, she would call her friends and her family in Turkey, and she would speak to them from the moment her fucking husband left up until like 5 in the morning. So I got no sleep. My baby got no sleep. And the nurses couldn't do jack shit about it, which was really fucked up. You know? It was awful. The
That sounds
experience
fucked up.
was
I would probably
unbelievable.
like walk over, grab her phone and just smash it into a fucking million pieces.
I couldn't walk over. I had like 14 stitches, so I couldn't get up and walk.
I admire your perseverance, woman, because I can't. I'm one of those very irritating people going shh, shh. Like I was waiting at the pharmacy on Wednesday and there was this Indian guy on the phone. And I was there, man, fucking passing out. And I did this to him at one point, like, hello, we're in a place where there are sick people and you're here rambling in Indian my fucking ear, man. And then I got up and I went to sit in the corner, but he hung up because he realized, like, people
Yeah.
have no respect, you know?
Yeah.
And you just gave birth to a child, like...
Yeah, but she also gave birth, but I guess her birthing experience was a lot better than mine because I
One
had
of
no
those...
sleep. Yeah, I don't know, but I know it wasn't her first child. That's for sure. So like maybe she knew the process or whatever, but she was really rude. Also, like, so there were no more visitors allowed after like 5 o'clock or something, 5 in the evening. And people can come visit you at like 10 in the morning or something. So from 10 until 5, her husband was there and they're constantly being loud and she's sleeping or like she's sleeping while the husband watches the baby. And of course, my husband was not able to stay with us all the time because he was still studying in the Royal Military School, so he couldn't be there all the time. And my mother-in-law was working, my mother was busy, you know, like all of that. So I was alone almost every day for the 4 days that I stayed there. At the end, I had been like without any sleep for 6 days. My baby she was latching on to my breast because, you know, breastfeeding. But she wasn't drinking, she was just suckling on it without getting any milk for some fucking reason. So she was crying because she was hungry, and I was crying because I was tired. And the bitch next to me wouldn't shut the fuck up, you know? So I was supposed to stay there for 5 whole days, 5 days and 5 nights at the hospital. So like they know that everything is going smoothly, whatever. I ended up crying. The doctor came. I cried my fucking eyes out. I said, if I don't go home today, I'm gonna do something fucking stupid. Like leave, like walk out. I wasn't gonna like kill myself or something, like off myself, whatever. Or kill the child. Never crossed my mind. I was like, I'm gonna do something fucking stupid. Like walk out. You know? Fucking stop me, sons of bitches, okay? And he's like, okay, wait, let me just get the other, like, the pediatrician so they can check the I was like, fucking now! Now. I was pissed, and the nurses were racist as fuck. They were racist, but racist, huh? Like, you know, learn the language if you want to talk to me, you know, like, bitch, I've only been here for, like, this much, okay?
Oh my god.
Fuck off! I was telling my mother-in-law was like, no, they're not racist.
Why to you and not the other woman?
Because probably she was, but like they did like, you know? But to me, because I wasn't Turkish, which is, Turkish is a normal, you know?
Oh.
Fucking 1/4 of Belgium is probably Turkish.
Okay.
I'm just saying it like that. But, you know, I'm from somewhere else.
Yes.
That they're not used to. So it's like,
Do you want any more kids?
no. My husband has had a vasectomy. I say no proudly because my child has enough going on and I cannot handle another one like that.
Yes, I know what
like
you mean.
that one.
I know
Oh,
what you mean.
no.
So,
Thank
shall we go
you.
for some quick fire questions?
Fire me
Do
up.
you prefer bed breath or bed body odor?
Bad breath.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate. No, wait. Depends. It depends. Like ice cream or like chocolate, like.
It doesn't say.
Okay. Vanilla.
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 Pad or menstrual cup?
Pad.
Pro-life or pro-choice?
Pro-choice. What the fuck? Pro-life.
I love you.
Imagine somebody forcing you to have a baby that was made out of a, you know.
If you want to waste like an hour of your life tomorrow, go on the Malta Facebook pages and see what the fuck is up, because these pro-lifers are fucking doing my head in, man. And it's
I
just,
I cannot believe that. I'm sorry. I love Malta
I
because
love
I
my
am,
child. I'm a mother, but pro fucking choice, man. Who is?
No, I have nothing. Like, the one thing they repeatedly asked me when I got to Belgium and I did the blood test for the pregnancy test that I mentioned earlier, the one thing that they kept on pushing was, do you want an abortion?
Mm-hmm.
So in Belgium it's legal.
Yes.
You have the choice. They even
Yes.
offer it, like, would you like to carry on,
Terminate.
or
Exact.
would you like to terminate the pregnancy? I was like, the
People are
fuck?
so stupid here, man.
If I'm having a kid, I'm having it now while I'm young, so I can, enjoy their childhood with them, kind of,
Yes. It's
I
your
can watch them
choice.
grow up, and then we can retire at a reasonable age, and we can still have fun and go have adventures and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
So Luca, she is Maltese actually, but she lives in Belgium right now.
Where is she? Where is she?
Are you messy or tidy?
I am tidy.
Cash
Definitely.
or credit?
Credit. No, wait. Credit card, yes.
Tongue or commando?
Definitely thong. Oh, how uncomfortable is it going commando?
I'd rather
Really?
tongue. It's
Really? I've had to go commando on a few occasions when, you have a nice, very tight fitting dress,
yes.
and you can't risk having the like the line
Yes, the
show of
seam.
your underwear. But it was uncomfortable. It was not nice for me. It was
Because
like,
I feel like you have to have frequent bathroom visits if you're commando. Like,
do you?
keep the area dry. But I would prefer it from a tongue, I think. Anyway.
I mean, oh yeah, well,
circumcised or uncircumcised?
Uncircumcised. I'm sorry. It's like, I know some people say it's like disgusting to have like a fleshy whatever, but I prefer it because, like, have you seen those things? They look terrifying. What?
There's no buffer.
Where? Where's the buffer? What buffer?
No, I mean, there's no.
Yeah. There's like.
Would you rather win the lottery or find your soulmate?
I have my soulmate, so I can win the lottery now. Next step.
So I would just like to take the conversation on naturally to your beautiful child. So we've spoken before, and she does have special needs. As does mine. So if it's okay with you, I would ask some questions.
Of course, go ahead.
So personally to you, like, what is it like being a mother to a child like her? And like, was being a parent anything like what you expected or what you imagined?
Well, considering my child has multiple how do you say? What the fuck? I saw a reflection. So she has autism spectrum disorder. She has 3 types of autism. She also has moderate intellectual disability, which makes her think that she is, let's say, 4 years old instead of 7, her current age. And she has a few other things, but the translation from Dutch to English is kind of weird, but it's mostly revolves around mental development and that stuff. So it was very, very hard in the beginning, especially because everything that the parenting books tell you is basically wrong when it comes to a child with special needs. Because most of us know, I don't know if most of us know, some of us know that a child with autism, how do you say, mentally processes things differently, right? So like if there's a texture, a specific texture that us normal people, let's say, think is smooth and or soft, they think it's weird. Well, not all, but some, depending on what level they're on, I guess. So, for example, even clothes, even putting on a nappy or a diaper or whatever you want to call it, was difficult because to her it was uncomfortable. It was not a nice feeling. It was irritating. So even the things that normal people, let's say, wouldn't be bothered with, the baby was bothered with. You know, it was bothering the baby. And as a baby, the only thing they know how to do in the beginning is cry and shit and piss and cry and eat, basically. That's what they do. So it was constant. I'm not even kidding. It was constant crying, and it was sending me off the edge. So you can understand why, maybe you can understand why I said I had postpartum depression in the beginning of the stream, right? Like
So
I mentioned,
she was
it was hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. It's hard now, but it's a lot less hard. It's a little bit
did she
easier
communicate a bit better? Or?
now. Now she talks, but she says the funniest shit.
I mean, it's amazing that she talks, you know.
Now, yes, it was incredible, but it took her. She only started talking 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and she's 7. So it took a really long time, but she's getting it. She's getting the hang of it. There are some things that she doesn't really understand yet. Like, for example, she can speak English and Dutch. I had to cut out Maltese completely from her learning because it was rather difficult for her. And the child psychologist was like, listen, we know you're trying to teach her 3 languages, but like cut one out. And I was like, well, fuck it. I have to cut Maltese out because she needs Dutch.
Yes, she needs
Or,
English.
and she needs English so I can at least communicate with my own child. But I said, well, fuck, I can't teach her Maltese. That's a shame, you know? Because let's face it, Maltese is very difficult to
Yes.
learn for someone who doesn't know anything about it. It's very difficult. So I was trying my best to like smooth, you know, like let her know a few words, but it didn't work. And no matter how many times I tell my mother, she will not speak to her in Maltese for some reason. But anyway,
Why
so
do
it
you
is a
think?
very,
Sorry.
it's very difficult. And okay, go on. Next.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Why do you think children like what's your child's name?
Alyssa.
Alyssa. Very
Alyssa.
pretty name. So why do you think that children like Alyssa and Tiana can be so misunderstood sometimes?
In all honesty, it's the problem is society. Sorry. It's it. That's simple as it. That is it. Simple.
There's a lot of ignorance.
There's a lot of a lot. And unfortunately, I'm going to say this, in Malta, it's a little bit turned up, the ignorance around special needs children, for example. It is what it is. It is special needs.
Yes. But my theory is that on this island, people have been inbreeding for generations. So
Oh, yes.
everyone is special needs because everyone has,
Something.
the same genetic pool.
Yeah.
So
But
if everyone
think
is
of it this
ADHD,
way.
then no one is ADHD.
Yes, you're saying like technically no one is normal.
Yes.
Because everybody has something.
I mean, do you have your typical hyperactive aunt that won't stop fucking cleaning? Because I think we all have one. You know?
That might be me. Am I the crazy aunt?
Are you the crazy aunt? Or like people which are really obsessed with politics and they have shrines and fucking, the shrine is always spotless.
Obsessed with what?
Politics or Elvis or, and these people are very loud and they're always cleaning. But, we all have them in the family and we're like, okay, flash news, that's ADHD.
I wouldn't say she's constantly cleaning, but she's obsessed with Elvis and she full on for labor, man.
She's very loud.
Oh yeah.
ADHD.
Is that ADHD?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, but aren't all Maltese people loud? I mean,
exactly.
I've never actually heard of a Maltese person who was like quiet.
This is genetic.
In
These
their own shell.
Are genetic. So think of the occasional British sailor stopping in Valletta, to fuck someone and they have a kid and it's like, okay, so there is some mix of genetics, but most of us are marrying our fucking second cousin, from the other village, and this is for generations. So
I saw
very
it.
Hard.
I saw it in an article like a couple months ago. Like the people that are alive now are in Malta or were born in Malta. So like you and me, for example, we are pretty much a result of years and years and like generations of inbreeding.
Yeah, so you can understand how a condition, genetic condition such as ADHD would be passed down between, like my surname was Zamit. I have from my dad's side 56 cousins.
Oh my god.
And my mother has 9 brothers and sisters, so a huge chunk of people is related to me by blood, and it's just like, anyway, let's move on. 56, yes, 56. Because my father they were a couple and there was another couple and the man died and the woman died and they got married and had more kids. My dad was from one of the middle, so he was like, that's my sister and that's my brother and those are their children because they got married and they're both directly, half brother, half sister, but they weren't related to each other, but that made 15 kids. So
that's a lot. That's insane. But also back then they used to have a lot of children, so I'm not really shocked or anything. Like I know for a fact that my great grandmother from my father's side, they had 15 kids, but they lost 3.
Yes.
And funnily enough, most of them have, not most of them, but like 4 of the children had a cleft palate. Do you know what a cleft palate is?
Yes, I do, but the chat probably doesn't.
So a cleft palate is when basically the skull doesn't fully form.
The roof of the mouth doesn't close.
Yeah, it's actually they said it is because the skull doesn't actually fully form here, but on the inside, so like straight down, and so it involves the roof of the mouth not fully forming, like not fully closing. So usually they have like a gap, and the gap is sometimes going up the nose. I just picked my nose. And it's open all the way. And there's, yes, exactly, like that actor. I can't say his name.
I
I think
didn't
it's
know he had
Joaquin.
cleft palate.
He does.
Hakim.
He does.
Hakim.
Joaquin. I don't know. There's some people can actually have a cleft palate, which is just one, but other people have two. They can have like two basically. So they can have like one here,
What?
one there.
Oh, that's brutal. Two.
Yeah, my husband has a cleft palate, and he had the one with two pieces.
Whoa.
You know. And they said that it was a lot easier to fix because it was two, and they had more skin to work with, which was nice.
Ah.
But he still cannot look at his own baby pictures. He is quite traumatized by the situation. That was one of our fears when we found out that I was pregnant. You know, it was like, oh shit, is she gonna have it? And he was already like traumatized from his own situation. So like when he found out that I was pregnant, he was like, shit, she's gonna have the same thing. It's gonna be traumatizing. You know, she's gonna be like scarred for life basically. And he was worrying for nothing. Since we both had cleft palates in the family, it's quite common to get it again, apparently.
So what are some moments that you wish you could save your daughter from?
Moments that I wish I could save my daughter from? Like what? Well, I guess bullying would be like, if that's what you're asking, like bullying would be like a nice little excluded situation, since she's special needs, and she does go to a special school, but there are some asshole kids in that school.
Oh yeah.
Like kids are such assholes.
Kids are even more asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Assholes.
There's this one kid on her bus, and every day he's yelling out, and I say, you know, like tell him like bye, you know, or like hello, so he shuts up basically. Just give him what he wants, you know. But sometimes I hear him picking on her, and I hate it. He's like, oh, you look stupid today. They're like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
You don't teach her to punch kids?
She goes to judo. But we always tell her, you know, keep the judo in the school unless you really need to defend yourself. But no, because it's not okay to teach them how to hit now, apparently.
With great
you
responsibility.
Have to...
No, with great power comes... I teach her to punch kids, but she doesn't. She's soft as fuck. And once I tried to get her to punch me, but she just started crying.
In a way, you know, I don't know.
We have a lot of questions
good in
to
a
go
way.
through.
It's like we have a lot to talk about
and
today,
it's
don't
10
we?
o'clock.
And it's 10. Oh no.
Come on.
All right, next.
Wrap it up.
Next.
Bullying.
I don't know. What was the question?
Okay.
Bullying? Bullying would be one.
If you could change one thing about your child, what would it be?
Change? I don't think I'd change anything, actually. I know it's like probably sounds like really stupid. What is my phone doing? I don't know. My phone's having a spasm. I don't know. I wouldn't change anything, I think, cuz like she's fine. I mean, I don't think I'd change anything. She's also young, like, but I mean,
mine is 11, and I would change her messiness for sure.
I mean, if I had to say like change something, I don't think I'd change anything. It's more, I think society needs to change.
Yeah.
With the way society thinks, basically. It's a lot more accepted here in Belgium to be like to have special needs, for example, which is great. There's a lot of special schools, so like the kids will always be included. The teachers are doing their job. They actually know what to do. They've studied for it. which is
That's beautiful.
something I really wanted to like I figure out how to bring to Malta, to be honest, because there are so many children with special needs and they don't get the care that they need. Like my brother is 9 years old, right? He has so many like not disabilities, but he has a lot of special needs. He has ADHD, he has ADD, he has the what is that I keep forgetting what it's called, but it's when you don't understand why authority why people are in authority, like, you know, parents,
Yes.
guardians, stuff like that. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
I don't know the name for it right now, but he has that as well. So he doesn't understand why his own mother can tell him what to do. Like, you need to wash yourself, you know? He doesn't get why she is the boss of him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
Here in Malta, you have to insist that you need
but
help.
he doesn't even have a facilitator. And recently, my mother told me that the child psychologist went to school to check on him to see how he's doing, and he said, you know, your kid's actually dyslexic too. And she's like, yeah, I've known that since year 1. He's 9 now, like, about fucking time, you know? It's
It
like,
is getting a bit better, but still, there is a lot
no,
to be.
there's so much going on. Like, there's so many children with special needs. They need special schools with teachers who actually go to school to learn about what children need, not asking for a facilitator, not getting it, or like getting a facilitator that doesn't even give a shit. Like, this is ridiculous. These are the children. You know, this is the future, for fuck's sake. And you're raising a bunch of special needs children.
The only thing I'm
And they have
getting
to
from
think like
this interview
normies.
is that I need to move to Belgium.
Come to Belgium. Come live next to me. It's not that expensive, and there's horses. And they don't stink.
What is one thing you wish you knew when she was born?
Don't believe everything everyone says about it. Like, a lot of people told me a lot of things. Mainly, like, don't let her do this, don't let her do that. Oh, her eyes are gonna roll to the back of her head, she's gonna go blind, and all that crap. If that's what you mean, then that is my answer.
Okay, I'm gonna skip some of these because
Yep. It's taking forever, and mostly because I have a very I don't
it's
know when to shut
okay.
up.
With some people, like the person I was interviewing before you, which was Gary Plays, like I was really struggling to get words out of him, you know? Like I would ask him
Aw.
something and I would have to go, I need more, you know? So it's okay. I mean, I'm managing the questions,
Good,
but
good.
I just wanted to kind of bring this aspect of you as well, like being a wife, being a mother, you know, because we're women. We're women who game, we're women who stream. It's there is a certain image that comes along with it, and these are things that one wouldn't necessarily attribute, but I think it just goes to show how awesome we are, and you know, our perseverance.
Yeah.
So how did you start gaming?
Oh, that's a funny story. So when I was a kid, I used to play, like, you know, PlayStation, whatever. But I discovered The Sims 1 at my aunt's house because they had a computer. I think they were the only ones that had, like, the old computers. I think it was like Windows 95 or something.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, Millie. How did you
I think
start?
it was The Sims.
The
What?
Sims?
What did I?
Nothing. I'm just trying to move you along.
I think it was like The Sims 1. I don't know. But I saw my cousin playing it. I got obsessed. She was like, "Look, you can even burn them in the kitchen."
Or put
I was
the
like,
pool and taking out the leather.
yeah, exactly. And she was like showing me all these things. I was like, oh, I want to do that. And my cousin
Oh,
was
set
selfish,
things
so
on
I
fire.
never got a turn to play. So I was like constantly watching all the time. And then my granddad got a computer because he had Avis back then. And so he was like, Millie, come look at the new shiny computer I got. And I was like, can we
Yay!
get the Sims? He's like, it's not for you, it's for work. Okay, but can I use it? So we got The Sims, and I was like, every now and again, they would allow me 10 minutes to play. It didn't even fucking start up the game.
Wow.
But eventually, let's race past.
Do you rage
I
during
was
games?
rage? No.
What's the most? Yes.
Unless it's Apex. Unless it's Apex. Or like anything pew pew, I get pissed off.
What's the most maddening game you've ever played?
Maddening? Fortnite was annoying.
What's the most addictive game you've ever played?
Guild Wars.
What is your game character crush?
Game character crush? What do you mean?
Yes, like like for example, you were playing The Witcher.
Oh
Like
yeah.
Geralt is a hunky
Geralt?
character.
You mean Geralt? Geralt of Rivia!
Geralt
Yes,
of Rivia.
Geralt.
Geralt of Rivia.
That was very
It
Maltese.
was very Maltese. That's true.
Geralt. I like Geralt. Geralt's nice, yeah.
But Geralt, I said. Geralt.
Gerald.
Ah,
Gerald. Oh
Geralt.
god.
Aw Malta, joqta wara Geralt. Joħroġ ma dik x'isima bħalissa.
Mela dak jiġi minn dik ta.
Dik ta' xar iswed, tagħmel magics. Geralt.
Yes,
So,
Geralt is nice. I like Geralt. Yes, go on.
so I would ask, we take a
Yes.
2-second break. You go and get those
Yes.
boots because I want to see them.
Okay.
And then,
I'm not wearing them. I hope you know that. It takes like 15 minutes to put them on.
so these are your most like 7 inches big platform. Because now
They might be.
'cause the
They might be
spicy
bigger. I need
questions
to
are
check.
incoming. The spicy is incoming. The spicy.
The spicy is incoming.
The spicy is incoming.
I don't know if it's that one or another pair, if I still have them, but I'll bring my largest ones.
Okay, let me see if my BRB screen works.
Okay.
Ah. Okay. Be right back.
Yay.
Alright.
Okay.
Seconda, ġejja. Oh,
Okay.
you can go. I will check that you're not here before we continue.
Okay, so I can have 5 minutes? Yes?
Yes, 5 minutes.
Yay. Okay, I'll see you soon.
Aspetta sigaret, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Nom, nom, nom. I'm so tired of being sick, guys. I've been sick since last Saturday. It's 1 week ago. Oh my god. Like, did we learn nothing from COVID? Did we learn nothing at all? Like, are we just gonna keep on getting sick? On repeat? And like, if you wanna share, Luca, what is it that you're struggling with? I've had a terrible cough. Basically, the virus attacked the voice box. And I've had to stop taking the antibiotics too because they fucking destroyed my digestive system. So yeah, I don't know. Get well soon, buddy. I was really worried I wouldn't be able to like pull off this interview, but so far so good. I still have a lot of shit at the back of my throat, but I'm managing. Thank you. I missed a whole fucking week of work. Like a whole week. I'm not even happy about it. Really? I had some more, but like I wanted to kind of dive in a bit more about her being a parent to a child with special needs, but there are some other aspects that I want to explore, so we're just gonna move on ahead now.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm back.
Wabba. Welcome back.
Hi.
She is a great woman. She's a great woman of our time.
Me?
Millie's amazing, and she's like always me, good old me. Yes, you.
I'm an old lady. Not interesting.
It's okay.
In the least.
Not interesting, she says.
Not at all. I brought my boots.
Yes, please.
I had to run.
Yes, please.
I was like, I'm taking too damn long. Let's go. So whenever you want to see them,
yes,
let me
go
know.
ahead. Go ahead.
So they're not like heels or anything. They're platform boots. Just need to zip them up so they look solid. So these are my boots.
Bruh. Oh, that's huge.
It is quite huge. I have small hands. Like, but if I had a ruler, which I don't, I don't have a ruler.
Wow, that's...
But they're quite. I mean, they're worn out. I've worn them a lot, but.
I mean, the fact that you can walk in them is fucking admirable.
It's, funnily enough, they're really comfortable.
I mean, I would imagine that's a lot of rubber.
Quite a lot, and it's foam actually, so it's not heavy either. But they do weigh like 2.5 kilos each, and you have to wear two, of course.
Right.
So like 5 kilos together.
Do you have a pic with them on?
I do somewhere.
Maybe for later.
But it's probably on OnlyFans. Just saying.
So, speaking of OnlyFans,
Yes.
how did you go about creating an OnlyFans account?
Okay, so
Smooth.
smooth. I was busy doing nothing. And my husband started seeing these like, oh, this woman has OnlyFans, she makes this much money, and this one has OnlyFans, she makes this much money, and even men have OnlyFans and they make this much money. But he didn't. I don't think he gathered like what they do exactly, because most OnlyFans creators basically do porn.
Yeah.
Basically, not all, because technically OnlyFans was created for content creators to make whatever they wanted. Like if they wanted to share their art, and kind of like Patreon, whatever you call it.
Yes. During my
So, like-
research today, I found someone cooking.
Exactly. So like they're fully clothed. It's not like
Yes.
naked cooking or
It's
anything.
a proper recipe.
It's like normal people doing normal things. There's people doing gardening, fully clothed again. Like it's not for just nudity and whatever. So I wanted to like be in the middle. I wanted to post stuff that was like artistic nudes, because well, way back when I was into the, the nude body is actually a very beautiful thing.
Yes.
You don't have to be with your legs spread wide open to get attention, basically, stuff like that. So I was like, the body, no matter the size, no matter the shape, it's still beautiful.
Yes.
I was like, I'm not super skinny. I don't have a perfect body. I was like, maybe I can do that, And my husband was like, "Oh yes, do that. That's really interesting." So it basically started like that. And he was the one who actually gave me the idea, because I wasn't really interested in it. Like I always made jokes about, "Oh, I'm gonna end up on OnlyFans," but it ended up being the situation. Not that I post currently, because I'm busy with other shit, but that's how that happened. And I don't do porn.
Is it
Still.
really profitable?
It is profitable if you're willing to do porn. Like I don't, so I don't actually profit that much, to be honest. Because people say like, "Oh, you're on OnlyFans, you must make like $1 million a week," or whatever the fuck they were. I've had a lot of interesting messages from interesting people. Let's just say it like that. Oh yes. For example, it doesn't really matter what you put in your bio. Like before, my bio was like, no nudes, no whatever. Like not nudes, but like when people say I want nudes from you, they expect like legs open,
full frontal.
full frontal, zoomed in, right
High
up your.
resolution.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I don't do that. It's like more like artistic nudes, like legs in the air. Yeah, exactly, stuff like that. And it was more like boudoir and, not
like tasteful.
Yeah,
nudity.
tasteful nudes, exactly, basically. And people found that very difficult to understand somehow. So when they would subscribe, they
always
would
expected
be like,
the legs in the air at the end.
exactly. They're like, "Where's the nudes? Like, where is it?" It's like this is tasteful. Like, would you expect frickin' Playboy? Like, it's like, it's not my fault you can't read, okay? It's clearly there saying like boudoir doesn't necessarily mean in the nude, legs spread eagle on the bed or whatever. They just can't.
Their tiny
think-
brains are
Yes,
obscured.
They
by
read
the thought.
nudes and they stop reading. They're like, nudes, naked, go.
card.
Pussy, vagina, asshole, go. That one. Like.
So how did you go about creating a feet finder account?
Oh, you know about Feet Finder, do you?
And I really like the picture that you have in this.
Well, that actually I was already like selling foot pics, but like privately, because apparently there's
I can't find it. I found it and then now I can't find it again.
It's probably like feetfinder.com/MillieCore. It's not that difficult to find. It's
Thank
like
you so
my
much.
name. What? There's nothing special on it. It's just a foot picture or two, you know? I stopped paying attention to it.
Find it.
But technically, if I'm being honest, which I am, and I don't really shy away from anything. So, I was already selling foot pics like years ago already. I had a few people contacting me through Instagram, and I never posted foot pictures there. So it was very surprising that I got certain messages, and it was mostly people like, hey, you know, I'd like a few pictures of your feet.
I have really ugly feet. I should create an account.
In my opinion, my feet are ugly too. Feet to me are.
Oh my god, Ma, this picture is so hot.
What are you looking at?
Your profile picture. Like it's beautiful. Okay, wait, hold on.
You're looking at?
Hold on. I think I can show.
I don't think this isn't show anything.
Is this gonna get like? Does this?
Don't show it because you will. don't show it.
But if you're wearing things, you're wearing things.
I'm
you're
wearing
not
things?
naked.
Okay. I don't want you to get banned. Okay, it's not worth it.
Oh.
Wait for it. Okay.
Wait. Page has not been found. Why?
Probably because they know you're not supposed to show it.
What OBS doesn't know?
You don't know? Is it the one with the...
I just want to show your
the profile picture on...
Yes. Can I show it?
I don't know if it's covered. I don't know.
There we go.
Feet are naked, true, but there's no actual.
Ma.
Oh God.
Guys.
Put it away.
It's beautiful. Okay, I'll put it away. Sorry. Oh, my Ma, Isaac. Ma, she's so hot.
You know, I get embarrassed looking at myself.
I know, I'm sorry. I just wanted to show one thing, just one.
Thank you.
Because I've been kind of obsessing over your Instagram and your
my Instagram?
Yes, and I was so close. Like, the only reason why I didn't subscribe to your OnlyFans is because I was too fucking lazy to get up and get my cards from the back because I was gonna
Please don't. It's not worth it.
I'm
telling you.
I enjoy your content. That is the truth. I'm a fellow woman that enjoys your content. Like,
are you going to do the same? I did. Are you interested?
I mean, my feet fold. I have foldable feet. Would that sell? Would
foldable feet
sell?
What the hell is foldable feet? Please explain.
It's like there's like an extra like it's very foldable.
Oh, like that?
Like,
shit, mine are foldable too. Are we allowed to show feet on stream?
Think maybe I can sell foldable feet. And wait, I mean, I think I would go in the category BBW.
There's a need for BBW if that's
I
what
would be
you're. I
BBW for sure.
Before I used to like. Okay, I used to be called like a what was that? Like a big sick girlfriend or something like that. Apparently that was my category. Um, and I can't say that now. I'm not thick anymore, which is sad because apparently thick sells.
Thick, yes.
Thick with a double C. I have foldable feet too.
THICC.
I'm not showing anything,
We
but
can
like
make a foldable feet
foldable.
collage and see how it goes.
Aram, let me put my socks back on, okay? Because it's fucking cold here. It's -7, and
like I can really like bend over my. Anyway, so how does your husband feel about these accounts? Like the thought of men looking at boudoir pictures of you?
I mean, he was since he kind of gave me the idea to begin with, it was also he was fine with it.
Okay.
It was more like you know, they're probably already doing whatever they're doing to your Instagram picture, so might as well make them pay for it kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like that.
Okay.
You know, like.
What are your thoughts on women that would judge you for such accounts?
Clearly they need to get a life and worry about other important things. I'm sorry, no. There's a lot of people. No one's gonna ever be happy with whatever you do because it's either they're jealous of you for not being able to do it themselves, or they're prude and they think they're godly for some reason. I don't know. Then there's people who do a lot worse than you do and they're like, she'd never do what I do, whatever. So can't really make anyone happy, can you? And
agreed.
If somebody's like frowning at what you do, then they should really just go fuck themselves and deal with their own issues. Don't throw stones at glass houses, people.
So we've seen like that, like I know that when I look at that picture, I think you're really beautiful and sexy. But I know that when you look at it, you see a completely different thing, you know?
I fucking cringe.
So how do you get over like your insecurities and stuff?
I first off, Photoshop is your friend.
Okay, that's a good tip.
But not like, you don't excessively edit it. You just, you know, like maybe there's a few blemishes on your face you don't want to.
Yes.
You know, and then you fix that up. You know how to use Photoshop. You know, we spoke about it before.
Bit of refinement.
You just, you know, it's not like you're making yourself skinnier or whatever. It's kind of, you have to make your peace with, this is what I look like.
Yes.
And
however,
if they don't like it,
adding a bit of shine.
However, let me fix my face a little bit, you know, add some eyelashes, you know. But
wow, okay.
Use this Photoshop to edit belly button.
So in what ways do you think we can get over this man's world issue? Like, you know, a lot of women tend to talk about being a woman in a victimizing way, and I usually like to stay away from it because the thing is that feminism is a thing, but there isn't the opposite of that. So there isn't a movement about masculinism because there isn't the need for it, and this creates the kind of man's world ideology where women have to kind of
get to the man's level, basically.
Contend with something that we can't even really begin to comprehend. So
one thing I don't agree with is like extreme feminism. First off, I do believe equality should be a thing. Like men and women are equal, but Now this is something that not everyone agrees with me on, is men can do things women can't, and it's the other way around also. Like, let's say men can do construction, right? Which is why fake equality. I
Don't
believe
twist her
people
words.
don't yeah. I believe that men are good in things and women are good in other things. They don't necessarily have to be good at the exact same thing, you know? Like, men will never know what it's like to give birth, and women will never know what's it like to have so much pressure on let's say a man who has to provide for his entire family, for example. There are situations where the woman has to worry about that, but men tend to be more, I have to take care of my family or I've basically failed as a man.
Yes, because
It
there
doesn't
are
have.
social expectations on both
Yes.
genders. So
Yeah.
I don't understand what you mean.
It's also, for example, okay, there's a lot of men working construction, like lifting all the heavy stuff, whatever. There's also women doing construction. I personally know a couple, and they work together. They have their own company. It's a construction company, and the woman helps her husband with construction stuff. She drives the frickin' trucks. She lifts the bricks. She lays the tiles with him and everything. But there are certain things that she cannot do, even for a woman with such strength, because she's ridiculous. She's like, if I had to compare her to anything, she's like the She-Hulk. She's strong. She's freaking like, I don't know. She's something else, but she's amazing. But there are still things that she cannot do. And it's fine. I don't see why women would have to compete with that. Of course, there's a certain capacity that you cannot reach when it comes to being a woman. Like, you can lift heavy, yes, but maybe men can lift a little bit heavier. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We will never actually be equal to each other in the same category, let's say. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like making like everyone look bad, I hope. It's
No,
like
I know what you mean, and I agree with you.
but I do
to some
believe
extent.
I do believe that, for example, for doing the same job,
Yes.
and putting in the same exact hours, we should be able to get paid the same amount. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're an accountant doing the exact same thing and you're male and you get 2,000, let's say, it's just a freaking number. The woman who's also doing the exact same thing for the exact same amount of time and has the exact same amount of experience should get also 2,000. You know what I mean?
How do you think that equality applies to streaming, as us being female versus male streamer? Are you smiling at someone in the room? Or
Me? No, I was
Okay.
thinking about it because I've had a conversation like this with my friend, and she's also female, and we came to the same conclusion. The thing is, in our society, women will never actually be looked at the same, especially in streaming, because a lot of women have kind of resorted to the sex sells aspect of it, and that they kind of
it is very alluring, and I'm sure that if men could sell sex, they would do it too.
of course, and they have,
They do.
they do it. It's not like they don't, but not a lot do it. It's more the female streamers, like that. Not all of us, okay?
No, not all of us.
Not all of us, but some of us have really latched on to that fucking nipple and sucked really hard on it. You know what I mean? But it'll always be a sex sells kind of thing, and I don't think anybody's gonna win. because if you fight it, you're gonna lose. And if you go along with it, you're gonna lose too. Because yeah, okay, you might get paid and might get known more, but people are still gonna look down on you and call you a booby streamer. So like, are we ever gonna win? Probably not. You know what I mean? Hey, you too.
Okay.
It's a messy. It's a really
Look,
messy.
I'm a very live and let live kind of person. So
yeah, me too.
you
I
know,
mean,
for me, it's like if it works for you,
go
you know,
for
and
it.
whatever works for everyone else. But I just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on it because I'm sure that, like you said, you get a lot of opinions from people, and I'm sure you've had some really ignorant point of views, and I think that your idea of just accepting that there are some things that we can never
change
do
or help.
equally, I think it's a good compromise, you know, to kind of it's kind of empowering in a way. And I don't think that, as much as women sometimes like to cry about being treated lesser than men, there are definitely some things, like Lockstock is saying in the chat, that we wouldn't really be down to do, you know, like bricklaying, military drafts. There are some of us which would be like, I mean, we are girl gamers, so we're already a bit out there in our way of thinking, you know, and I know many girls that would be like, you, video games, you know? So, so yeah. Anyway, and good chat.
Yeah, but no, I agree.
What are your thoughts on polyamory, swinging, and open relationships?
Well, in my opinion, like, do whatever the fuck you want as long as you have consent from both sides, I guess. but like, I'm not. I'm really not into that. Like, if my husband woke up one day and was like, "Hey, let's invite someone else to be in this in our relationship," I'd be like, you know what? Get the fuck out. No way. I married you, you're mine, no one else's, no one will touch you. Okay. So like, get that out of your head.
Would you be okay with him like posing for tasteful nudes?
Yeah. My husband has a nice body. I'd be very happy to frickin' photo shoot that shit. Yes.
You should.
Is that weird?
For your girlfriends.
For my girlfriends?
No, girl fans.
Oh, girl fans. I don't think there are any. But
It's me.
you want to see my husband? Risk approach. Close your ears. I'm kidding.
No, it's just like, you know, a way to look at everything equally, you know?
Yeah, no. I told them. I was like, "What? You wanna be in it with me, or?" He's like, "No. I'm not gonna be in it." It's more because, you know, he's in military, so he can't really risk being risque, you know, on the internet.
Yes, I
He
understand.
has his job to think about. He would never, not even an arm or a leg in there. Nope, nothing.
I understand. I wish I could have racy, beautiful pictures, but being in a court case with the father of my kids makes it really dangerous. Like,
yeah, it's also one of the reasons why I had to rethink the whole should I make an OnlyFans kind of thing, because my mother was also having like her own separation going, and I was like, I could jeopardize everything by doing this. But now that it's over, it was over like a while ago, so I was like, now I can. Plus, I'm a grown woman. It's not like I'm a 17-year-old still living at home, you know?
Are you ever gonna tell your kid about those?
I mean, eventually when my kid grows up and like understands this if ever she, I'd probably be like, yeah, mommy used to do this. And she'll be like, oh, cool, ma. Hopefully. Or she'll be like, oh, ew, you're embarrassing. That's disgusting. It could go both ways, but I wouldn't really, like...
Sorry for my tractor cough.
It's okay.
Okay.
Your tractor cough is a lot better than the tractors that were outside earlier.
So what are your thoughts on free bleeding?
Free bleeding?
Yes.
Isn't that when you don't wear a pad and you just
let it drip?
Bleed everywhere? In my opinion, it's disgusting. But I mean, everybody's free to do whatever the fuck they want. But just, I will keep using the traditional methods, which is, pads and tampons and whatever the fuck, okay? I don't want any... Imagine how many outfits you will ruin!
And chairs.
And chairs. And not to mention the smell, because let's face it, it doesn't smell good.
No.
It smells like rust. Like blood, okay? Let's face it, like... It's not a pleasant smell. Can you imagine smelling someone that smells like a rusty pad, like old used pad, but all over their pants? Like, I'm sorry, no. I like to be clean. Okay.
Would you ever stop shaving, like, forever?
Does it matter that I don't shave? I wax. Is that like?
Yes, like, would you stop?
You mean like hair removal in general?
Yes. Just let it grow.
Let it grow. Let it grow.
I used to work with a girl who, refused to shave her underarms, and when we went out and she did this, it was like she was very proud of it.
Now this is me. This is my opinion. Like, again, everyone can do whatever the fuck they want. I've seen like people who don't shave their armpits, and that's fine. I don't care as long as you don't stink. Cause like there's also let's say it how it is. Sometimes when are you giggling and stuff? What's wrong? What?
I'm just, because sometimes when you use roll-on, and like I have this roll-on, and it's like a gel, not a gel, but
okay, yeah.
It's like gel. Like if you have very long hair, it would get stuck to it, and then when you open
I can imagine.
It's so gross. I hate. I wish.
On me, I don't like body hair. I think it's like it doesn't feel clean. I know the concept of like having body hair to begin with is so that like bacteria doesn't go up you basically and cause more damage than would have happened. But I feel a lot cleaner when like, especially after I go get waxed. Like I go to my waxing lady, she's a really happy Dutch lady, and like she doesn't care.
She say, come in.
Come in. To laser my hairs to oblivion. Oh, that's nice.
Yes,
I've never actually done laser.
I am half. Actually, I shave, laser, and wax right now, but I will be moving to full-on laser. It's just it's very painful for me because this is my natural hair color. So
because you have a very dark
I have a very dark hair and very pale like
skin.
It's black, so so it hurts like a bitch.
I didn't know it hurt. I've never actually done laser. Way back when, like I was like 17, and I was like considering going onto like Suicide Girls a long time ago. I was considering. Oh. Never mind. I wanted to get like everything lasered off.
What is this? Do I need to Google this?
For the fun of it.
Tell me what it is.
You don't know what Suicide Girls are?
No.
Okay. It has nothing to do with suicide. Saying. I'm just gonna let you Google away.
Really? Okay, here goes. What is it?
You don't know what it is? It's like a...
This is not... This is burlesque? Huh.
Yeah, sure. It's pretty. It's kind of like...
That's really cool.
It's kind of like Playboy, but alternative people.
Okay.
That doesn't have to be. But it was interesting to me at the time, and
Whoa.
nowadays I couldn't care less. So anyway, but yeah, I wanted like everything lasered off because it's just more convenient. But then I kind of pussied out at the last moment because my beautician was like, "Oh, you're here for the laser?" Oh, she said, "You're here for the waxing?" I was like, "No, I'm here for the laser." She's like, "Oh."
I can't stop clicking.
Why?
Oh my god.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Very. There's like Sailor Moon and Ariel and Jessica Rabbit and...
There's a lot.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll stop now. Oh, Star Wars helmets. Yes. Okay.
She's lost. We've lost her. But it yeah, I'm just waxing nowadays.
How cool.
I mean, like I said earlier, like you can do whatever the hell you want. It's your body at the end of the day. Like if you want to grow your hair, grow it, whatever. But for me personally, it's a lot better if I wax it off. I feel cleaner and like sexier.
I feel the same. So I'll pop the link in the chat for you guys just in case you wanna check out what Suicide Girls is all about. It's a mixture of burlesque and artistic. What am I doing?
I don't know, but there's looks like snow.
It's a snow thing.
Snow.
Oh fucking hell. I lost it now. Whatever. Okay. Just Google Suicide Girls and then go into the Black Heart burlesque thing. There are the pictures. Okay.
Yes.
So, would you rather find your parents' sex tape or would you rather they find yours?
Ha! I'd rather find theirs. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Let me explain. It is less embarrassing, and I really wouldn't want to have that.
Could you ever look your father in the eyes ever again?
I mean, I don't talk to my father, so I'm imagining more my mother and her boyfriend, and since I don't see him that much, I don't think I would care.
Why did we skip this part of the conversation?
What conversation?
That you don't talk to your dad?
No, we're estranged because he's a dickhead and a cheater. And he hurt my mama.
Good job on staying away from him.
Yes, of course. My daughter has never seen him, nor will she ever, and my husband has never met him because I'm pretty sure he'd like pound his face into the pavement.
Did your mom take this decision?
Yes. Thankfully, she took my frickin' advice and hired a private investigator to see where he was going, because he was at the end of their relationship before he was caught officially. Like pictures, videos, whatever, by the private eye. He was trying to convince me to be friends with a girl my age who magically appeared at his shop one day. So I was like, why does he want me to be friends with this woman? Like, I don't even know who she is. I don't even know what she's like or anything. And he was like, oh, she's really nice. You should be friends. you should invite her over and stuff. I was like, what is this? And turns out he was sleeping with her, a girl my age. My age.
Yeah.
A year younger, actually. Yeah. So,
yeah, good riddance.
you know? And then he has the gall to be like, oh, because they're lying. There's someone saying rumors about me and they're lies. And I just want to tell you myself. I was like, bitch, it's the truth. What? So yes, you can understand what my choice in.
Yes.
Thank you, Luca.
I hope my daughter eventually grows to realize something similar. So,
Yeah.
how do you feel about sex toys? What's your favorite one to use, if you have one?
I have a few, but my favorite. I don't know what it's called, but it looks like a microphone.
Okay.
Can I find it? I wonder if I can find it and find out what it's called. Was that not the question? Was that not a good answer?
I like the rings.
What, the cock ring? The vibrating one?
Yes, like
I don't know. I've never tried that.
I like it. It's a bit distracting because you know when there's the movement, it's like bzz, 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 bzz.
Understanding. Are you okay?
I'm sorry, I'm still
Don't
fucking
die.
sick. But those are good. Those are great. A good one. We got a good one from Amsterdam before I fell off the bike and fucked up my knee and was helicoptered back. I wasn't helicoptered back. I came back in a wheelchair, but yeah. I don't know if Caprock remembers the Amsterdam shop.
There's a lot of sex shops here in Belgium also. Sometimes, well, before we used to go in and like have a look. And they have a lot of fucked up shit. They have like, what was it? It was like a butt out of silicone. Just a silicone butt. There's nothing else. Just a silicone butt and like a, you know, an entry
That is the
or
part
an exit.
that matters the most, I'm sure.
I was like, be a little bit weird if you just, yeah, like.
They supposedly they put that in the microwave for warmth.
Oh.
And then.
Yeah, but you have to think about it though. You have to clean it after.
Yes.
Not everyone cleans it. That's the disgusting part. It's like you know those since we're talking about like sex toys or whatever. You know those real dolls?
Yes.
Okay.
Blow up ones.
No, like like it looks real.
Okay.
You know, it looks like an actual
like
for
AI.
example. Not that far. It's like a mannequin. Like a posable mannequin, basically. But it's fully silicone, so like it feels like real skin. It has like a wig, you know.
Yeah.
The eyes they look real. It's like scary how real they look.
Creep me out.
And you can pose them, whatever, you know.
They cost thousands of dollars.
Thousands.
They're so fucking expensive. Man.
I saw it was a show about My Strange Obsession or something. There was this guy, he had a lot of real dolls, and he was saying like, you know, he gives them names and he dresses them up and he takes them to like dinner at fancy restaurants and stuff like that. Okay, fine, you know, he's not hurting anybody. But then he said he got this one specifically, he pointed at one. It was like, he had 5 total, so he had quite a few. He was like, this one I got second hand. Like, I bought second hand. And I was like, nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Siliconista?
Second hand.
Yeah, but second hand, man, like second
Plasticine.
dick.
I mean, look, sleeping with someone that is not a virgin is not the same thing, okay? It's a human
No.
being. It's not,
No.
you know, that cavity doesn't clean itself on
Mm-mm.
a doll.
No. No.
So
It
we have to push forward. We're
okay.
almost through.
Go, go,
Would you
go.
rather be the smartest person in the world or the richest person in the world?
I mean, if I could be the smartest person in the world, I could make money off of that, I guess.
Save
So,
100 strangers or one loved one?
see, from a military point of view, I would much rather save the 100, but since you said one loved one, and I'm very mushy like that, one loved one.
See the
Fuck the
future?
other.
Fuck the other strangers. Fuck the 100 strangers. See the future or change the past?
See the future or change the past?
If you can see the future, you can change the future.
I don't want to see the future, but I don't want to change the past either because yeah, I definitely don't want to change the past because the past leads us to where we are now, right? One small change could ruin your entire future.
Yes.
So maybe I'll take a look at the future, who knows. I might not like it, but I could still change it, technically.
Time machine or magic wand? No, wait, technically if you've seen it, then you've changed it, okay? There's no changing it to a time when you haven't seen it. Because then you've seen it.
But have you really changed it by a lot?
But if you know, are there decisions that are going to be different because of what you've seen, then you don't even know how you're going to change it.
But you do exactly what you would do. You
Are
know,
you
you
gonna see the
wouldn't
future
drastically
before
change.
you saw it?
No.
Or the future after you've seen it? Because if you see it, then you've already seen it in the past.
Yeah, but if you've already seen it, and you know it's something bad, you can say, what are the things that I need to do to avoid this? You know, but if it's something good, technically you can also avoid the good future by doing something completely normal. So it's a
It's just
mishmash,
that,
I
is
guess.
there ever a future where you don't see the future? Because if you're always going to see the future, then I guess you're good. If you always were gonna pick to see the future, then there wasn't any other future in which you wouldn't have seen the future. Let's move on.
Wow. Wow. All right, moving
Time
on.
machine or magic wand?
Magic wand. You can fix so many problems with magic wand. You can't do much with a time machine.
Would you rather have or rather lose sight or sound?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm already halfway to losing my sight, and I don't like it. So. No, sight. Fuck that. Sight can fuck off. Sound. Imagine not hearing your loved one's voice. Or basic things like
music
and
laughter.
Laughter, your children being annoying.
So logic or emotions?
Logic. Fuck emotions. Be a robot.
Passion or stability?
Stability.
Predictability or excitement?
No, I'm a creature of habit. I cannot with the excitement. Predictability.
Growth or security?
Shit, what how though?
Growth or
Growth
security?
how?
Well,
Growth.
I would say that this type of growth would be something high risk. You would be risking something which otherwise would make you secure. So it could be a financial growth, but also a personal growth. Because there's more than one type of security, I guess.
Security. No, I'm doing something right now which is technically growth then. So
Okay.
I could risk it all.
Growth. Money or love?
Love.
Apathy, which means you couldn't be arsed to do anything. Or obsession, which is the opposite and just obsessing over something. So do nothing or give it all away to do one thing. They're both unhealthy.
Quite, actually. So, but I have to pick one.
Mm-hmm.
Obsession. Apathy is a little bit too much, I think. You could obsess on one thing. I obsess about cleaning one spot of my house like every few months. Just that one spot.
I
So
printed a January cleaning checklist. So I
a
can
what?
get organized. A January clean. Actually, you might help me with that.
Yes, I could. I always spring clean and summer clean and autumn clean and winter clean. So there's that one week each season where I'm just scrub like a nut because I have problems. Go on.
So who do you aspire to be like as an artist and why?
As an artist. As an artist?
As an artist? Why do you not think of yourself as an artist?
I'm not an artist.
Well, content creators are creating.
But am I really that interesting? Because I don't think so. Also, there's not really somebody I've actually aspired to be like. Is that weird to say?
I think you should aspire to be someone that has more self-fucking confidence.
Me?
Yeah.
Moi?
It's really weird
have
that on one hand you have like an OnlyFans account and you post in those ways, and then on the other hand you think, me? I'm not that interesting. It's like, are we talking to the same fucking person here? Because it's really mind-blowing, you know?
It's funny though, because sometimes even I think there's like two persons in one, and like sometimes I'm like, you know what, fuck this, yeah, let's do it, and then the other times I'm like, oh my god, me? No, not a chance in hell. What the fuck? Why would I do that? And it's like, yeah, but
someone shows her a picture of herself and she's like, what the fuck? Who that girl? Can I put some clothes on?
Exactly. So maybe it's like a personality disorder or something, but like,
I think you just need to have better self-talk, you know? Like, you're not, like, at the very least of definition of an artist, if you have to take off your clothes, you're not going to be doing it mindlessly. Like, at the very least you're trying to do something there, and I would say that is an artist, you know, because you're trying to show off a point of view and like sharing your vision of beauty with others, you know.
I guess.
And the female body is incredibly beautiful. I'm only mentioning it because it's the most obvious aspect of your creation that would make me think of you as an artist, you know, because content creation is a bit like you sit down, you start talking, you just yourself, and people like you for it. But when you're actively trying to push your point of view, then I would definitely consider you to be an artist. And also, you make your own emotes. You know your way around Photoshop. I would say it's artisty.
The only reason why I know my way around Photoshop is thanks to you, by the way. I'm just saying.
What? Why?
Yeah, you know, you told me where to go for the tricks and the tips and stuff. I can't get it out today.
And this brings me to, you know, the very next point of it is like, you have just gotten yourself a piercing license. Right?
Technically, I've had the piercing license since 2014. But I did get my hygiene course license. Yes, I did. I did do that.
Congrats!
Thank you. I'm very happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What is your favorite body part to pierce?
I like this, like, face. Like, facial piercings are, like, the nicest. Because ears can be a little bit difficult sometimes, especially since most of them are cartilage piercings. You know what I mean?
If
They
you
can
could pierce
take a while to
anyone
heal.
in the world, who would you pierce?
Everybody needs a piercing.
I would pierce King Charles.
King Charles, why?
Right here. Pierce him. And
Which
Camilla.
one? Ah, why his eyebrow?
I don't know. I just think it would destroy his soul.
Give him a Prince Albert piercing.
Like they would just wake up in the morning and they would be pierced. Like King Charles here.
Wow.
And Camilla her
but
tongue.
why?
And they'd be like,
Oh god.
oh my god! They would start running around the service, don't know what they're doing.
Oh,
and it's
but
like,
why?
"Ah, don't
You-
touch it! Don't touch it! Ah!"
But
That's what I would
is
do.
it because you don't like them? Like, you'd think they would, you know?
Yes.
What makes you think they wouldn't wake up like, oh fuck yeah, that's exactly what I wanted, but I could never get because
I'm
you know,
watching The Crown.
maybe mommy was a little bit too strict, if you know what I mean, you know, like.
And now I want to watch the Harry and Meghan documentary, and apparently they really like. I think that they are people that have been trained to kind of act a certain way. I think they wouldn't do anything
Well,
like that.
I mean, they have
So how would you do?
I actually, considering that I think everyone should be allowed to get them like without consequence, you know. There's nobody I'd pierce to hate. You know what I mean? Like not to hate, but like out of being vindictive or anything. Yours was kind of vindictive. Just a little bit. But I don't know. I'd love it if my husband would let me pierce him again. That'd be fun. But he doesn't
Again?
want it. Yeah, he was actually my exam. He was my pass or fail exam.
Oh, where did he get pierced?
He got his nipple pierced.
Oh, I would really like to have it.
Come over. Come to me.
It's so nice. And so
They're actually
sensitive looking.
I've had them pierced. I've had one pierced twice, and I've had the other one pierced once. So they take ages to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Would you give your child a piercing? Well, it all depends on how old my child is. I'm not gonna go and like, hey, honey, you want a lip piercing? She's 7, so like, that'd be stupid. I know better. Luca.
Maybe when she's older. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
mean,
do it myself. I'm a total wuss. I would pass out.
I mean, but you don't know the procedure, right? So it's understandable to not have confidence in what you're doing when you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
I just know that they don't insert the... Like when I did this, first she put the needle in and it was followed by like a pipe. Then she put the pipe in and then the pipe, you know.
There are not many piercers in Malta, so like, did you go to Monica?
Yes.
Yeah, see. I know
Monique.
Monica.
She was quite nice. I was going to pass out, but then I lay down on the thing. And I was okay.
Yeah. She did my nipple piercings.
I had my tongue when I was 13 and I went to like Bobby or something. And
it was only Bobby. Bobby or Steve.
Salsetto.
Salsetto. Yeah, exactly.
And I developed this like, it was like a piece of meat around it. And I had to take it out. Luckily, it did go down, but it was like disgusting, and I don't know if it was something that he did or.
You know what that is? The needle was flawed, basically. So it sliced through rather than punctured smoothly. So like you had that piece of skin should have been separated properly when the needle was going through. So what happened was it ripped around, and then you had like a dangly piece of
Yes, and it kept growing. It was
muscle.
like an abscess. It's like an abscess.
Yeah. And then it stays sensitive, so then you'd have to either get it surgically removed,
Yeah.
or
Luckily,
you
it
take it
did
out.
go down. But you can still. It looks like a tiny vagina on my tongue. So tiny
Nice.
flaps.
That's very interesting. I'd
And
like to see that in real life. Thank you.
The hole.
Yeah, I used to have 2 piercings in my tongue on both sides, and you still see them every now and again, like when I'm brushing my tongue or like I'm cleaning my tongue. You see like where the holes used to be.
Is there
And
any
sometimes
piercing?
I remember.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Is there any
Go ahead.
piercing you think is too much?
In my opinion, it's not really piercings, but it's suspension. That's much. It's only done for a certain amount of time. It's temporary. They do it in like conventions, like tattoo and piercing conventions, body modification conventions, stuff like that. It's called body suspension, and it's literally they get like meat hook kind of things, and they pierce your skin with it, and you dangle in the air by the area that they have like pierced, basically. And for me, it's still considered piercing because you have to pierce the skin, but it is just nah.
That sounds
Fuck
too much.
off. You've seen it before or not?
I don't think I have. I don't think I would enjoy seeing it.
You want to Google it?
No, I don't want.
Body suspension. It is absolutely. They just dangle there, like on hooks. Like, I don't give a shit what the underlying reason is. They literally dangle around. It's like bungee jumping, kinda, but by hanging yourself on hooks.
Heavy to dangle from anything. That shit would rip.
No, honey, nothing is too heavy because they do any size, any shape of person. But it's still fucking terrifying because, like, what if the skin rips? That's my. Nope. Nope.
Ew.
Have you Googled it?
No, I'm not going to Google it now.
Google it. It's terrifying, and people do it.
Skin suspension.
It's called body suspension.
I don't want to watch this. That's fucking...
Don't watch. Just look at a picture.
Oh my god.
I'm getting a Paco Rabanne ad, so like I'm good.
What the fuck?
I know, right? It is excessive.
Very.
It's just I don't get the point. Was it once in British Got Talent? I have no idea. I don't watch that.
Ew. Okay.
So I don't understand why it's such a like. What the fuck is the point? Okay, you get pierced. And it's a lot thicker than a normal piercing. Like, you have to go a little bit deeper. And it's... Why? Just why? It's excessive.
Okay, thank you for answering my question. So, how do you get over the squiggly feelings when piercing someone?
Squiggly? Do you mean like nauseous feelings? I mean,
yes.
Technically, you shouldn't be nauseous when you're piercing people. Or do you mean like the person getting pierced?
No, like how did you get over the squiggly feelings of piercing someone? Did you ever have squiggly feelings? I get squiggly feelings just looking at those pictures.
the body suspension, I get that too. I get that feeling too when I see
But I
body
would
suspension.
definitely
It's
get it if I was
terrifying.
trying to pierce someone through the septum.
I mean, okay, technically, like it's pretty.
What about
In the
these?
beginning,
Why do you?
what
How many do you have? How many piercings do you have?
I will have to count because I don't wear the others anymore because my granny told me they look like, you know, they're a bit much, so like take a few off, and I did, and you know I let Nanny have her way for once, and then I was like, you know what, yeah, that's fine, I'll keep it like this. But I have, okay, so this is a microdermal. It goes under the, like in between the skin basically, and then I have this one, I have this one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
7,
8.
8, 9, booby.
No, I don't have those anymore.
Oh, okay. Do you have one here?
Where? Wait, I have
Dermot?
to. On my chest?
Mm-mm.
I used to, but I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Got ripped out.
Yeah, I know someone that had that, and it's really easy to rip.
Yeah, but the reason why mine ripped was because some drug addict freaking junkie got angry at me and punched me in. Well, she tried to go for my face, but I moved my face and she got my piercing with her ring.
Ah,
So it was like.
when did you get in a fight with a junkie?
I used to work at Scott's supermarket once upon a time.
Okay.
At the deli counter.
Okay.
And I had this very pleasant colleague who was the poster child for doppia faccia.
Okay.
For a double face or whatever, right? Lo and behold, she was a junkie. She was hooked on heroin. And while she was coming down her, like from her high, she used to come to work and bully me every day for 3 years.
Okay.
And nobody thought that was an issue. Apparently, bullying your colleague was okay, apparently, for some reason. And when I tried to tell someone about it, they told me, no, you're imagining things. She's an angel.
Okay.
Very pleasant.
So she was a
right?
master manipulator.
Oh, crazy. Yes, basically.
Okay. I
yeah.
forgot how many we counted.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Lady part?
No, I don't. That's one of the piercings that I refuse to get because you can actually damage a lot of nerve endings there. And I'd like to feel my pleasures. Thank you very much.
I think it looks nice.
They do look nice, depending on where you get them, because there are a few that are a little bit much, in my opinion.
I would get the one of the urethra, I think, but I'm too much of a chicken. Yes, not the one that goes through the clitoris, like above it.
Yeah.
Painful. I'm sure.
I don't. It's not the clit hood piercing. It's the one underneath it. I don't know the names for genital piercings because, funnily enough, I don't have the qualifications to pierce genitals.
Ah, so it's a different qualification.
Yes, it is. Level 1 is ear piercings, basically. And level 2 is facial piercings and oral piercings. So you have your face and inside the mouth. And then level 3 is microdermals. So this thingy here. And then there's level 4, which I chose not to do because I personally don't think that. I don't think everyone is as hygienic as we'd like them to be, you know, when it comes to their private parts. Let's face it, not everyone is as clean as we are.
And if you have to work on a penis and you unroll it and it's like there's cheese in there. No one
Yeah.
needs that in their day.
Yeah, I would rather not do that. Thank you very much. It's not just the men, it's the women too. Like
Yeah.
blue cheese. Num num. Um, the funny
So-
thing is, like, in the first week of my course, my piercing course, back in 2014, there was this woman. She was very happy to come into the shop, and she was like, you're the new girl, right? I was like, yes, that's me. She drops her pants and reveals her vaginal piercings, whatever, like all over her. I was shocked. A first week there, and she's like, yes, I need these stretched, please, thank you. I was like, let me just
hell, man.
let me just give me a moment. Let me just go get the boss, man. Okay.
Stretched.
Yes, she wanted their. She had her.
Oh my god.
I don't know the correct name for it because, like I said,
like when
I
they put the
don't.
tunnels in, right? And they grow
Yes,
the millimeter
yes,
of the hole,
yes,
like.
yes.
But stretching vaginal piercings? What?
I mean, technically, it was labia, but still, you know. Can you imagine something?
One there, and it looks good, and it's shiny, and it's a barbell, and it's clean, and nothing's gonna happen, and okay, I could deal with that.
She had
But stretching.
thick rings on her, like.
Why
It
are
was.
you hoping to have a fucking like series of holes for the thing to go through? Like what? What's does he have a dolphin like a dolphin tattoo and you're making him jump through the fucking hoops? Why?
It was thick too, and she wanted to go bigger. I was like, I've never seen that before. She goes,
my God.
well, this is your first time. I was
It
like,
had never crossed my mind that people would want tunnels in places other than their ears. It had never crossed my mind.
I had my septum stretched up to 5 millimeter, which is not much. But even I didn't know I could do it. I was
How do you stretch it? I actually have like a piece of jewelry which is too thick. It doesn't. I can't wear it. But still, I don't know, man.
Mine is still from when I stretched my septum piercing. It was painful as fuck, by the way. I would not recommend. It's still, the hole is still quite large, so technically I can fit like let's say 3 or probably 3, not 4. 1.2 millimeter.
Where do you buy your stuff from? Factory, Crazy Factory?
Well, before, yes, I used to buy from Crazy Factory because it was.
Do you have a good website? I would love to get some stuff.
The thing is, the current websites that I have right now are more for professionals, so like for me to buy, since I have a business, and not really for customer. How do you say?
I could buy from you then. Could I?
Could.
I could.
I don't see why not.
Okay, cool.
Because
is it on your Etsy?
On my Etsy? Oh no, I don't have it yet. I don't have a website yet. It's in the future planning, but I should be able to order some stuff soon since I need to start in April.
Okay.
But there's a lot of stuff that I need to do before that. So if I'm, let's say you like piercings, right?
Yes.
You have a good eye.
Okay.
I'll contact you in like a week or so we can look at piercings together, and you can pick like which ones look nice, because I need a couple of people to give me opinions anyway. Okay. Because you know, you gotta think outside the box, if you will. Yes. You gotta get the stock that people like, you know what I mean? So like, you can pick.
Okay.
If that makes you feel better. There we go. you can see
I
what
think that
where.
piercings need to be like able to kind of live with you, you know. So have some that, like this, I have to put it in sometimes because of work, and then if I go out, I have some nice ones with dangly things.
Yes,
So
it's kind of like an outfit, you know? You don't always wear the same pants,
exactly.
right? You gotta change it up a little bit, maybe add a belt, maybe something shiny on it.
So
Same with piercing.
what should we be waiting to see from you next, on your Twitch, on any other platform? Like, what comes next for MillieCore?
Well, I was actually considering starting either a new YouTube channel or something along those lines to kind of promote the normalizing of like getting piercings and like stuff like that, and educating people on it, like how they should clean it, how cleaning it too much is damaging to the piercing rather than healing it, and basically anything revolving around piercings. Because I was very surprised to hear recently that not everybody knows how to take care of their piercing, even though like they've had it for years. Like some people don't even clean it, like at least clean it once a month, at least. For people like me, it's a little bit more of a it's like a chore, but you get used to it after a while. You know how you're
Yes, I would
supposed to.
imagine that these would need
Yeah.
a lot of care.
Yeah. Otherwise they infect. Even after years of having them in, they can still infect.
I don't really clean my septum. Sometimes I would go in with some like hot water or saline.
Yeah, like saline, you know?
But what I like to do is sometimes, like especially if I get a cold, I'll just take it out and stay for a couple of days without,
Yeah.
and then clean it with cotton buds, but not once a month. Is it bad?
Well, it's not bad. I mean, you're saying you clean it out with saline, but I mean, if you don't have a problem, I guess that's fine. But like for me, for example, I have a lot in my mouth. You know, I have to keep my mouth clean. I have to make sure that they're clean from the outside as well, because washing your face with your usual face wash and moisturizer or whatever is not enough. It's you need, I don't know, a pH soap, for example, and then you need saline, you need mouthwash, proper mouthwash, something that's not gonna irritate your mouth or your piercings, all that, and your teeth and all that fun crap. Exactly.
Okay, so why should people follow you on Twitch, and how can we
I'm not that interesting. I'm not that interesting. Don't follow me.
She is,
do yourself a favor.
She is a Guild Wars specialist, and anything else that she plays is highly entertaining because she has a constant running commentary of unfiltered talk coming out of her mouth, which includes but not limited to singing, and randomly telling NPCs to rip the guy a new ass.
That's true.
Like I was looking at your content and was trying to decide on clipping stuff to make like a collage, and I just couldn't fucking do it, man. There was so much. Like she is non-stop.
Because there's so much you couldn't find any. Okay, because like recently my streams have been really like off for me.
Like you can put your stream on at any point and you will just start rambling non-stop, and it's hilarious.
I always find something to talk about because I have a big mouth.
I really like your streams. I really like hanging out on your streams. Stop saying you're not interesting.
I don't think I'm interesting. The fact that people find me interesting is I don't understand it. It's just, why? Look at me. I'm weird.
You have had the longest interview of this season so far, and I am not bored.
Because it's kind of like girly talk.
But whatever. Guys, are you bored? We've had like like constant 10 viewers. So there are 10 people who have not left at any point in time. I don't think they're bored. See?
Fun to listen.
So if you say again that you're not interesting, I'm gonna have to post some anthrax to your address.
Whoa. Why the hostility? Jesus. Anthrax. I thought you were gonna say something along the lines of I'm gonna have to post like I don't know, hate mail. Nah. Anthrax. Caw. If I get a suspicious package,
Are you
okay,
scared?
I'm blaming you.
Stop saying you're not interesting.
Not scared exactly. More like shocked. Shocked is a feeling I'm feeling right now.
It's true, sending anthrax is very 1990s. What do people do to threaten each other?
That's not the retraction I was hoping for, but okay.
I know. I would ask someone to put a bag on fire in front of your door, and it would be an on fire bag, and when you go to step on it, there's poop.
Ah, yes, the classic
Would that make
paper
you stop
bag with
saying...
shit in it. Huh?
Would that work to make you stop saying you're not interested?
I'll just stop, okay? I'll just stop. I promise I'll stop. Noticed my finger.
Wow,
Disgusting.
it's yellow.
Don't smoke! This isn't as if you smoke.
You know, I never got that, even though I smoked for a very long time. Like...
Really?
Is it the way you hold the cigarette, or I don't know?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Must be.
Because I hold it in between here. Like that.
Stop. Just, it has to be there, you know?
Yeah, of course it has to be there to be yellow. It's just like... It's just something very disgusting.
So, last question.
Oh, there's one more. Okay.
There is one more.
Oh no.
What would you like to take away from this experience? Do you have any feedback for me? I wanted to... Oh, there is something else that I wanted to do. Let's close with this then.
Okay.
First I do this, and then you answer its question, and then we rate someone. So, on your OnlyFans, there is like a menu of service in which you charge by the hour for a phone call or a video call.
And more.
So can you give me a phone call on the house?
Sure. I don't see why not.
Hi, Freaky. Welcome. So I'm gonna call you right now. Then, hi, Raiders. So how would this phone call go? Okay, let's just say that.
If you looked on the menu, it says casual.
Casual. So
that's
I'd be
important.
like, hi, hello.
I'd be like, hey, what's up? So it's like you're talking to a friend kind of thing, you know, casually.
Is this
making small talk? It's nothing. I've had this question often. That's why I know how to answer.
How would you handle it if I go, hello, is this MillieCore? I'm Maltese in this world.
Okay.
MillieCore, hello. I found your number and I thought to call you. Allora, how are you? How's life?
Sorry, no. I'd be like, where'd you find it? Where'd you find it?
Oh, it was on this website called OnlyFans. And I was talking to a colleague at work, and they said if I have some time in the evening to just give you a call. Oh, so all right, I'm just calling you to have a A casual conversation.
Oh, how was your day? Was it good? Did you have a nice work day today?
مش حزين. Alright. It's like I work at the power station. I go in. It's hard work. What did you do today? What are you wearing?
I am wearing layers upon layers of clothes because here it is -7 degrees. Everything is covered, even my face.
Hostia Madonna. So you would just gently steer them in the direction of
non-sexual as possible. I would deboner anyone. Anyone. Instant debonering. There
do
we go.
they call back?
What?
Like
I've never. I mean, technically, it was like a going to be like a Discord call more than a phone call, you know. So there's not a chance in hell they would get my phone number unless someone personal gave it to them, you know, like someone I know personally. But if anyone ever called and tried to be like, oh, what are you wearing? Oh, I bet you're doing what the word, you know, I don't know how it goes.
Yes.
I'd probably be like,
what are you
probably
wearing?
be like, well, I'm wearing a lot of black. Can't even see my fucking ankles. It's cold. Like my nipples have disappeared. If I had a penis, it would turtle.
Wait, hey, if it's cold, your nipples don't disappear.
They come out.
Actually, you could poke someone in the eye and like blind them if it's cold.
Yes, you could cut diamonds with these nips.
Hi, drum
but
on a bum.
We can't say it. I'm wearing granny underwear. Yeah, see, there's a granny fetish, so I wouldn't say that.
I'd probably Freaky Felines. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
Okay, I'm reading the chat as well.
Nothing. I was just like, look at that guy's username. It's Drum on a Bum, and he said he's a professional bum drummer, and it just stuck with me because it's a really clever username.
That is a very clever username. Drum on a Bum.
Drum on a Bum.
Pro.
So
maybe you should play a bum for us.
It's true. Well, basically, that was my last question. I just wanted to have an impromptu phone call, but you've debonered me.
Yes, that was kind of the point.
Yes, I see what you do now.
I deboner people. Oh, you come here for sexy talk? Too bad. I am ridiculously vanilla and sarcastic. And a turn off.
I mean, they have to pay for a deboner phone call.
Imagine you make people pay for a debonering.
I mean,
sounds kind of painful.
It sounds like a therapy treatment. Can't handle your sex addiction? Call MillieCore.
Let me deboner you.
Kill your boner and guaranteed 5 minutes. Results all your money back.
Oh god. Results all your money back? No, I wouldn't make any.
I can do it in like a minute. Actually, maybe less now with the information I've gained today. I would be like, okay, first of all, think of your mother. Now think of your mother without clothes. Now think of your mother hung by her skin doing...
What might not want to say like hung by her skin because that sounds really like something out of a horror movie. Imagine body suspending from your dick. That's what you should tell them.
Do people get suspended from their balls?
I don't think so. I think they've tried, but I don't think it's been successful. But the most...
We're almost done.
Apparently, the one thing that is a definite turnoff for most men that don't have a piercing or maybe are scared of needles, for example, is showing them a picture of a Prince Albert being performed on anything. It could be an actual person or
What's a Prince Albert?
Prince Albert is basically a dick piercing, and it is going from the urethra, so the pee hole, going down to the. Don't tell her to Google it. Please Google it. So my husband and I, yesterday you were messaging me about the poster, right?
Ilallo.
Yeah. So yesterday, while you were messaging me, a little bit after that, so we were at judo practice with our daughter, of course, and we have to separate ourselves from the child while they're doing judo. So we decided to have a coffee at the cafe at the judo training itself. And I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw the procedure being done on a silicone replica of a penis, basically. And it was the entire procedure, how they would do it on a real person. And I was absolutely impressed and terrified because they actually have to stick a plastic tube in the urethra to catch the needle that is coming out, like from underneath. And I showed it to my husband, and he was like, that is absolutely the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. And if you show me that, it is an instant, like, deboner, basically. If I would have an erection, if I would have taken, like, 3 Viagra pills or whatever, and it was impossible to get the boner down, this is what you should show a person. He was absolutely terrified.
You're the better deboner here. You're the better deboner. Oh yes,
I mean, think
thinking
if
of your
somebody saw
mother
that,
versus that, you win.
I win.
Yes. My God, I could never even look at my own penis the same if I had one after hearing this shit.
I saw multiple piercings recently, and most of them were genital piercings because I have this book. It's called The Piercing Bible. Right? It's actually everything you need to know about piercings as a person who likes piercings or maybe is interested in getting piercings, or a piercer, for example. And I got this book, and it's very interesting. It's got a lot of information in it, and it also has a lot of diagrams. A lot of dick diagrams too. And it is haunting what I've seen and what I've had to research.
Dick diagrams.
It's got diagram. It actually does. There's a clip from. There's a clip from. There's a clip from this week or last week from the stream, and it is actually like, oh, look, a penis. I literally said that because I was showing the book, and I want to show them a diagram of the multiple ear piercings you can get, but I just found a dick diagram instead. Good times.
Good times. I think we're done.
We're done.
It's midnight here.
Holy shit. I mean, it's midnight here too because it's Belgium and we have the same time zone.
But I really enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Yes. Do you have any feedback for me?
I think what you're doing is fucking amazing. You have put the Maltese streaming community in a different light. I like that. It's very... It's on the friendly side of streaming. So like I know there's a lot of competitive Maltese streamers out there, and they think everyone else is a competition, but in reality they should not team up, but like work together in order to raise each other up. You know what I mean? And you're doing that, and I like that a lot. And I think you are, apart from being a very nice person, and I enjoy talking to you, as you've probably figured out in the last 4 hours.
I enjoy talking to you as well. Really a lot.
I think you're doing wonderfully.
Thank you. I wanted to especially put an emphasis on, you know, us as being women, as everything we face. And if you ever need me, I will be here. I will do my best to help.
Same, likewise.
Because
I'm
we
always
should have each other's backs.
Mhm. I always say this, like, even if I'm away from like streaming or something, which is mostly the case now since I'm busy with other things, I am always just a text away. Okay?
Yes, I'm working full time as well, so my time on stream has really been reduced. But
Dwindled, same as mine.
But I don't think I'm ever gonna give this up completely. It's just
You could always keep it as a hobby and stream every now
Yeah.
and again. But the streamer spotlight was a very nice idea on your part. It was something I wanted to do along the lines, but I had such a bad experience with mine that I just dropped it completely. So kudos for you for trying and actually succeeding in this, because it's difficult. I know that for a fact.
It is, but most people have been very nice about it, and like everyone usually cooperates, you know, to make things go smoothly. So I mean, I've had my meltdowns, as you've seen in the chat.
Oh, who doesn't though? Like,
but then eventually, I think it's okay. It's worth it. It's worth it, you know. And these are going, like, they're gonna go on YouTube, so they're gonna be there. It's something that I think I can
permanent.
I mean, today was like heavy, yeah? Heavy.
There was a lot going on today.
Yes. But I loved having you, and if it's okay with you, I would raid another streamer girl, which is also, like, I'm really enjoying her content, so I don't know if you know who she is.
Who is it?
I just discovered her recently.
I don't have anyone live, so it's someone else.
It's MLT _ Cree UTD. So Cree United 09. Is it United? I don't know. I don't care. But she's hilarious. And like, she's the kind to be playing and then goes like, aha, para Madonna. So it's
okay.
She's very genuine, and like, when I game, I find myself relating a lot to her experience. So yeah, let's keep on supporting each other as girls.
Yes,
as
of course.
streamers.
I already have her thingy open. Her thingy. I already have her stream open. So when we go, we go.
I hope I can copy it correctly.
I have it if you want.
Okay, I got it. There we go. So
you got it.
I think she's gonna. She uninstalled it. Ah, bitch, man. Thank you. It's not an easy. I'm stuck again.
It's okay.
We can talk about it. She raged. Oh. Okay, so thank you so much, Millie. And
thank you for having me.
Good luck.
Thank you. You too.
For your business.
In your future endeavors.
And make sure to give Millie a follow. Her socials are over
Don't do
there.
it. Not worth it. Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Millie.
Don't do it.
And Trex in the post. Stop.
Do it. Follow me and Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yes.
Don't do it.
The raid is happening. The raid, I think. Is the raid happening? Madonna.
Yes, it is happening. Nuna is raiding MLT. I'm not reading that.
Yes, follow her. Follow her. Drum on a bum. She will make you want to drum on her bum. I promise.
I don't have a.
You have a drummable bum.
Do I?
Yes. I would drum on your bum. Ciao, guys.
Bye.
Ciao.
A drummable bum.
Drummable bum.